Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the HFD podcast. KP, how you going?
I'm good, big man. How are you?
Not too bad today, guys. Today we have a special guest, Giuseppe
Yeah.
from Nasti
Healthy
Kitchens.
Nasty Kitchen.
Healthy Nasty Kitchens. I
Healthy
nearly
Nasty
forgot.
Kitchen.
That's all right.
Nearly forgot.
HNK. Healthy,
HNK.
Healthy
HNK.
Nasty Kitchen. Because Nasty is your last name?
My nasty.
Correct.
Nasty.
And I thought it was pretty catchy.
Yeah, it is.
Healthy Nasty
It
Kitchen.
is. It's actually
Yeah.
quite good. But
Yeah.
guys, welcome to the show. If you're brand new to if you just joined us, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'll just try and find the subscribe button.
We'll let him go. We'll let him go.
You know,
So-
here it is.
So,
Here it is.
Giuseppe, how you going, man?
Yeah, pretty good. Thank
You
you.
good?
I'm actually very excited.
You very excited?
Yeah, as I said to you, I really love your show because it's very genuine.
Yeah.
And I can see that you're having fun with your mates and
Yeah.
talking stuff that I like as
Yeah.
well. So
Good.
I was really happy to be invited on the show.
Good. You know what's made me the happiest?
What's
it's
that?
the first guest that bought his own knife.
Absolutely. There we go. It's actually my girlfriend
There you go.
because I left my knife bag at
yeah,
home.
yeah, yeah.
So
it's all right.
I said, "Oh, can I borrow
What's
the
up
knife?"
with his knife? I like it.
Yeah. No, I'm actually excited. Look, this is our second. I mean, we had an interview last week,
Yeah, you said.
and
Yeah, with
this is
Adrian.
our second one. So pretty excited. I've been looking forward to it, and
Yeah.
I've been following you for a while on YouTube. Seeing you get all all your sourdough, and
Yeah,
you look like you're having a lot of fun on there, man.
absolutely. It's I went on YouTube because I had always this driving force within me that wanted me to share my knowledge
Yeah.
and doing it for free. I always hated a chef that hidden their recipes or just gave you
Like,
half
like
of it
a,
and then
like
you
a
have to.
KFC secret spice.
Absolutely, I don't believe in that. We know everything today
Yeah,
because somebody
yeah.
else has shared it
Of
before
course,
us.
Of course.
So I said, what's the best way for me to share my knowledge after 22, 23 years of experience? Oh, this is it. So I started with a blog in 2016,
Yep.
Healthy Nasty Kitchen. That's how it came about. And then, watching other content on social media, I've decided, probably I can try. And I started making some macaron videos, some pastry
Yeah.
stuff. And then I delved into my passion. I said, okay, I was listening to this Gary Vee guy and he said, follow your passion, do your passion. That will be easier for you. It
Yeah.
will never feel like work.
Oh, Gary Vee's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that will make me start, okay, probably I can start monetize my passion for sourdough. And this is what it did. And then I separated with my ex-wife and I didn't have any money. So I had to find some ways of monetize myself
Yeah.
to earn some cash. And I did a masterclass. I only had 2 people, and the next one 4, and the next
Yeah.
one 6, and the next one 12.
Oh wow.
said, Oh, it's real then.
Yeah.
If you do what you do, you earn less than if you teach what you do.
Yeah.
So I started teaching what I do.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
There you go.
So have you is it always before you came to Australia, were you doing that in Italy as well?
I've been a chef since I was 14.
14, yep.
Yeah, I started young because I wanted to be independent. I don't come from a wealthy family.
Yeah.
Actually, we were struggling money-wise because my dad had some addiction
Yeah.
with gambling, so
Yeah.
we
Which is
struggle with money.
Like a lot of people don't know, which is common in Europe.
Absolutely,
Like
Yeah.
our
absolutely.
parents,
Yeah.
it's same
And
thing.
so he gambled every wage. So
Yeah.
I didn't like that I wasn't able to buy everything that my friends had. So at
Yeah.
14 years old, I started working because I wanted to have money. And I was thinking, what do I like most during my time? And that was cooking. So I decided to go into cooking school.
Yep.
And
Beautiful.
I won a workshop. I won a little $500 gift
Yeah.
for my delivery in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. So I went to England, I started learning, and then I wanted to work in fine dining, Michelin star restaurant, because I got passionate about seeing the art on the plates
Yeah.
and the techniques.
Mm-hmm.
So I chased that dream. The force that was behind my ambition was I wanted to become the best chef in the world.
Yeah.
And then he evolved into becoming the most, how do you say, the person that actually can change something in the industry.
Make a difference.
Yes, make
Yeah.
a difference. I don't know what that does look like in the future, but I'm definitely kind. I don't like when people are bully,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is something very common in hospitality.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%
Yeah.
in hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
yeah. He used,
Amanda
oh.
says, sorry, to cut
No,
you
that's
off.
all right.
This Chris's partner, Amanda. Oh my God, I need to come for a lesson in making macaroons.
Absolutely. You can watch a video for now.
You can watch a video.
You can watch
for
a
that.
video.
Oh, listen, I grew up in hospitality. My dad.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
That's
my
why the coffee was so good before.
Yeah. My dad, how we said, you unfortunately didn't get to meet him tonight. Him and he had shops in England.
Really?
Yeah, like from like fish and chip shops, whatever.
Yeah.
And then here we had a shop, like all of us grew up. I was making pizzas at 10 years
Yeah.
old. You know, and then we
Yeah.
had another shop. I had a pizza bar with John that's on the show
Yeah,
as well. So, and you're right. People are like that in hospitality.
Yeah.
They're especially chefs.
yeah.
Yep.
They're bullies. Yeah.
They
that's
are
it. Yeah,
bullies.
that's
I
right.
remember I was 14, 15 years old. I got punched.
Yeah.
Without the vocal bullying
Yeah.
that goes around. Like,
Yeah.
there's more swear words than actually words.
Yeah.
I've seen those shows.
It's like the army.
Well, they
Literally, it's like the army.
they
Like Gordon Ramsay, you seen that?
yeah,
but
they
that's
crazy.
a fake.
That's
I mean,
Oh, is that fake?
I know,
that's not fake, but it's probably
that stuff
enhanced.
is put on, isn't it?
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
enhanced.
I agree. That's
Right.
enhanced for the show.
But-
That's,
Yes.
Yes.
Alfred.
That's right. Alfred's all right.
Chris will eat live, man. Don't.
Stop it. What's that?
For Giuseppe.
So we're handing that round. So Alfred has made gyros for everyone.
Wow.
So you're eating gyros.
Alfred, thank you, Alfred.
You're getting a gyros live on show. So
I mean, we got like a contract with Batman.
Yeah.
And we
That's
get to
it.
use
we
Alfred.
get to
You
use
know.
Alfred. That's it.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I agree with Chris. I think it's with Giuseppe. So I think that is, well, obviously the cooking and that's probably not fake, but the stuff he does is enhanced. It's like I think I look back to what's his name, the tennis player John McEnroe.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did it once and he got a reaction out of it, so he just kept doing it.
We all need to think that television
Yeah,
is a show.
of
Of course.
And
of
it's to
course.
grab attention.
Yeah.
And if it gets boring, nobody's going to watch it.
Yeah.
So, of course, they need to drive emotion. Like, for example, 2 nights ago, I was watching a show. I don't remember if it was on Stan or Netflix, whatever that was. But the amount of emotion that movie delivered
Yeah,
was
yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, no, it's you know, those shows like get you scared to become a chef.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you
But that's
see,
the truth.
like, you know, in those restaurants, they're just like so busy,
Yeah.
and like if you stuff up, like they just lose it,
Yeah.
Well,
you know, and it's
And wait until you work in fine dining.
your cousin,
Yeah, that'll be hard.
your cousin that I actually played soccer with, he's pretty big chef. He's
oh
got
yeah,
his-
Billy, yeah,
He's got his own restaurant here now,
Billy's table, yeah,
But he was actually, he was head chef at Chelsea Football Club.
yeah. He's I haven't
yeah.
seen him for years, but like yeah, he's,
I know him through soccer. I played soccer with him, but Chris hasn't seen him for a long time. But yeah,
Yeah.
he left Australia and he worked at Stamford
Yeah.
Bridge as
yeah.
head
Wow,
chef
that's
till he
good.
moved back.
And he's
to
got a
the-
cafe.
Now his cafe here is Billy's Table.
Croydon,
Yeah,
Croydon.
yeah.
Yeah,
He had a
really.
few, but actually the pandemic, he had
Bone
restaurants-
Shaker, didn't he?
but he had a couple in China.
Yeah.
And when the pandemic happened, he had to shut down the 3 or 4 restaurants
Yeah.
or something. So
Thank you, chef.
KP.
whoever. Oh, thanks, man. They're all the same.
I'm waiting for you
He
guys.
just wanted to give it to the guests.
Oh,
first.
thank you.
Good manners.
See?
So
Good manners.
do you actually like own like is there a shop where you actually sell the stuff, or
No,
do you
so I work for a company
you work
Yeah.
for a company?
full
Okay.
time
Yeah.
as a baker
Yeah.
in Pasadena Foodlands.
Oh, so you.
Oh, you work at Pasadena.
Okay.
Yes, so I work
Ah.
there, and as a
Nice.
baker,
That's I love that place.
it's beautiful.
Oh.
It's beautiful, and
The owners are actually Korean. They're Korean.
Chapleys.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was good friends with them.
Yeah,
They're like
they're
not
from
related.
Italia.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where we're from.
Yeah.
That's where.
Oh, really?
Well,
That's
my
where
mum's from there.
That's where Chris is
Okay.
from.
My
yeah.
mum's
from a blue zone.
From a blue zone. Yeah.
That's what they.
Well,
Yeah.
my grandma and like they've all grown up
Yeah,
together.
the Chapleys,
beautiful.
The
yeah.
Chapleys,
I love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The family is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Beautiful family.
Yeah.
I spent a few times with talking to the old man.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he told me these 3 things. He said, I'd ask him, you know, Mr. I said very genuinely to him, look, Mr. Nix, what I want in life is what you have.
Yeah.
And he said to me, you only need to do three things: work hard, save money, and take advantage of the opportunities that will come to you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all the 3 things that you need to know.
And
So
he
work
definitely
your
has
ass
done
off.
that too.
Absolutely,
He has,
absolutely.
man.
Oh yeah. He's
Oh, he has.
they've got
man.
Freeville as well.
Yeah, they got a few.
They got
yeah.
a few. Yeah. And but apart from that, on my day off and my free time, I have my own micro bakery, my YouTube channel,
Yeah.
my podcast, social media,
Oh, beautiful.
3 kids.
Yeah.
So Cash.
Oh no, I got it.
So
Oh, good.
Catch. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Cash Dragonfly says Giuseppe Nasti Kitchen YouTube channel is dedicated to those interested in learning more about sourdough or pasta madre.
Absolutely, that's right.
What's
That's
pub?
exactly pasta madre. It's the Italian version of sourdough, just
Ah,
exactly
okay.
translated. That's why I argue a lot with the terminology sourdough, because sourdough means sour dough.
Right.
But if you actually know how to handle
Yeah.
the sourdough,
Yeah.
the culture, the natural
The
culture,
fermentation
doesn't have to be sour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
100%.
we've been baking with sourdough since the Egyptian. The
Yeah, yeah, of
Egyptian were
course.
the first that historically we have information of them
Yeah.
baking something, and that came along because they were the first one to produce beer as well. So what the scientists think it's that some fungi That's actually the element that creates the fermentation
Yeah.
into normal yeast with the lactic acid bacteria. Exactly, they create this ecosystem that living together makes the bread ferment. Levain.
See, like when I make for pizza dough, like I use a Polish.
Yes, but you put yeast in it.
Yeah, yeah.
1%.
Yeah, 1 gram. Yeah. So, but and Polish is a bit different to a sourdough, isn't
Yeah,
it? 'Cause
it's
a
a wet-
sourdough,
it's a wet
like you said,
fermentation.
ferments its own, makes its own yeast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Polish is very good because the
Yeah,
ferment-
it's,
so
it's lovely with pizza.
absolutely.
Dough,
What you use a little inoculator,
Yes.
which is the yeast,
Yeah.
to create a bigger one.
Big yeast, so then
Yeah.
you can put it into the.
So what happens in the moment that you mix the yeast into flour and water,
Yeah.
the yeast will multiply.
That's right.
And the longer you keep that, before the gluten, the protein will disappear, this will multiply and become bigger and bigger and bigger.
This is from someone because I make pizzas.
You do.
Watching the Polish and when it's it's the best.
Absolutely.
When you're seeing it work,
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird,
Yeah.
but it's
No best feeling. No best feeling.
It's the best.
There's
yeah.
no better feeling.
So we've got a question for you now. So
Yeah.
this is from Cash Dragonfly again.
Yeah.
Question for Giuseppe: what are your top 3 herbs/spices you couldn't cook without?
Absolutely. So this is hard. You can't give me just 3 choices. So
You're on a
Italian.
desert island. Three
I
herbs.
think.
You're gonna say basil, right?
Well, I was going to say that, but
I was thinking Italian. You're gonna say basil.
yeah. So basil for sure. Rosemary. If we're talking about 3 herbs.
Yep.
Basil, rosemary, and thyme.
And thyme.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Those are the 3 best.
Yeah.
With those 3 combination, you can use from entree to dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, I have a dessert that I created a few years ago when I was still a chef, Mitolo in McLaren Vale. I did a cucumber sorbet with apple and basil olive oil.
There you go.
Man, this is making me
Oh,
hungry.
so Cash Dragonfly says, hey, Dan, he's talking to Don't At Me. He says, I changed my name to my social media name. It's World Cup Rob here. So that's Rob. That's our friend Rob Giuseppe, I'm guessing.
Oh, that's
He's
Rob.
changed his name, so he's had a good question there.
There you go.
And then Don't At Me says, hey, Amanda. He says, I'm good, Dr. Lazarus, in regard to Rob. He's calling Rob Dr. Lazarus. And, yeah, so
We got a
it was a good question there by Rob. I like that.
yeah. We got an inside joke. Like we love this movie called Galaxy Quest,
Okay.
and yeah,
And Rob is
Rob
that's his character.
that's
on
his
there.
character.
So he's Dr. Lazarus. That's it.
Rob was. I don't know if you watched the World Cup podcast last week.
No, I didn't.
He was. Yeah, well, he was
on
here.
with us,
He was
I,
here.
I've seen the beginning. Yes,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen the beginning.
Yeah,
So
he
the
was-
guy that was here.
He,
Yeah,
he was here.
taller guy,
He's
yeah.
just a encyclopedia of soccer or
Really?
football.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he can tell
He's
you
half
like.
Italian,
He
half
loves it.
Dutch.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
Half Italian, half Dutch.
Yeah, he can tell you
Corey
like.
Maldini.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, he's like an encyclopedia. So no, it was good fun.
He was. Yeah,
It was good fun. I'm still recovering from that night, by the way.
It was a big night. Listen.
Why? Did you drink?
Because
Oh, yeah,
No,
one
no,
beer.
no.
We had like a beer.
we had one beer, but like it was a
It was
6
just
hour
so long
podcast.
because we didn't watch along
Wow.
for the Australia game and
Oh, have you seen that game?
listen, Australia winning was
Oh yeah, we watched it live.
Have
Yeah.
you seen that game?
the Australia
Australia
game.
against
Yeah,
Malaysia.
Yeah, we watched it live here
yeah.
on
it
the
was,
on the show.
It was
It,
harakiri. It was
I was
Our
pretty scared.
reaction to-
emotionally upsetting.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't do a pass.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I know what you mean. I
You-
know.
you know?
I know. Oh, listen. I said it on the podcast the other night. It's obviously you're from Italy, so you support Italy, right? But see, it's the worst Australian team I've ever seen.
Absolutely. Do you know any player that plays in Europe?
No, they don't.
There's not
No.
one.
I remember the times where Kalac was the goalkeeper, Viduka was the striker,
We
and then you had
yeah.
Mark Bresciano. They used to play
Cristiano
for
was
Palermo
good.
and Parma.
Yeah. Cristiano was good.
They were
Cristiano
so
was-
good players.
Cristiano was
Harry
marvellous.
Kuehl.
Vince Grella, Harry Kuehl. They were all Vince Grella.
Yeah, exactly. The players that played for Liverpool.
Serie A, like Harry
Yeah.
Kuehl was the best player we've ever seen of this.
Yeah, I think
Who's
so.
that for?
Cahill.
Cahill was amazing. Like we had
Oh,
two
look.
goalkeepers that were in the top 10 goalkeepers in the world.
Absolutely.
Mitch Schwarzer, they were
Yeah.
amazing. Like it was
I asked KP the question like, why have we digressed?
because
not
they just
progressed?
they don't care about soccer here.
Yeah.
And he
They will,
goes,
they will
yeah.
say that they do, but they don't.
There's not enough. There's not enough.
They don't care.
Money.
No. I think
Not the
there
mo-
is
there
money.
is money.
There is in
There's
Australia.
not enough. There's not enough
There's
care.
not-
They don't care.
Exactly. So if you don't get your
There's
kids
money.
to
Oh,
play
there's money.
soccer when they're young,
That's right.
with the best ones,
Yeah.
they will never get better.
That's right. I'll give you a perfect example. I'll send this to you. I was invited to Europe to play soccer.
Did you?
To play football.
You were good.
Apparently. I was invited to Holland to play.
Yeah.
And at the time, that was 2002. At the time, you had to pay your own way.
Yeah.
And my parents had split up, so my dad couldn't send me, right?
Yeah.
But whatever. Whatever happens, happens. But the problem is here, I got to a level here of training with players here, so my level got here.
Yeah, exactly.
If I had have went to Europe, training with
Absolutely.
my level would have went.
Absolutely.
And that's the perfect example.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Giuseppe's saying is spot on, because you're training with the people here, so how can you get better?
Yeah, but
True.
also they don't bump. What I've noticed with basketball with my son is what they do. They pick the best players in a team and they move them up in division.
Yeah.
But they don't know each other.
Yeah.
And they do that every single year, so they don't grow. For example, the
Yeah.
Cantera Barcelona, they keep the kids
All together.
playing from
Same
7
team. So
to
they
18.
play-
So they have 11 years of experience
then they
playing
play-
together. They know exactly what the next step they do.
And then they play first team together.
Exactly.
You look at Man United, the class of 92,
Yeah,
and look how much they won. Paul Scholes, David
Yeah.
Beckham, Gary, they all played together.
exactly.
As kids. You know, they...
And that's now it's everything about money. So
Of
they want
course.
to win as soon as possible.
Of course. It's 100%.
Wow, this looks fresh.
It's nice.
Yeah.
AP78 says, how you going, guys? He's in. How you going, AP?
Hey,
He's
how you
another
going?
champion of us is Don't At Me. What's Don't At Me talking about? He says mushrooms. I think he's getting excited with Amanda, so he wants to try some mushrooms. Sharing is caring, damn, Amanda says, so she wants some. But there you go.
Bring half our home, mate.
That's it.
You
That's
need to
nice.
yeah, delicious.
I love you, Rosses. I mean, who doesn't?
So anyway, I brought you some gift tonight.
Oh, here we go.
So we got a gift from
Good
Giuseppe.
So because you're 3, you get a loaf each. So you can have breakfast. You
Oh,
can slice it, put
there
it
you
in the
go.
freezer. Of course, you're gonna taste some.
I mean,
Yeah.
Alfred's jumping with joy right now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
There's a bit of juice here. Just be careful.
Yeah, that's all right. So you got 3 loaves. They all white sourdough. I baked them this afternoon.
I'll
Wow.
ask you a question. You know, all the celebrities these days, you know, they love sourdough rye. You
Yeah.
know, is that just a
Oh yeah.
is that just a thing to be part of the group, or you know what's? It's like you hear them on TV and they all just seem to eat that.
Is that like how much would something like that actually cost? Like if you went to a shop,
I sell this one for $8.
$8.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough.
And
We
you
pay-
pay for the quality of the grains, the quality of the fermentation, the benefits, health benefits around sourdough are huge. And of course, you're not paying me to spend only one day on it. You're paying me for 22 years of experience.
There you go. I like that.
So
I like how you put that.
and
very good.
that's I think people should be paid for. Like
Yeah.
I worked in fine dining, pizzeria. I worked in restaurant where we were turning $40,000 a day. So
Yeah.
my experience is broad and genuine.
Yeah.
I never, and I always did it because of passion,
Yeah.
not because of need. Every time
That's the
I
best.
chose money over quality, I always regretted it.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I want my bread to be sold to everybody. So if I sell it for $12, $13, I won't be able to reach a broader audience, and not many people will be able to experience it.
Rob has asked a question. He said, "So why do we call it gyros, but in the United Kingdom they call them kebabs?"
All right. So kebabs comes from a
Lebanese. back
Turkey,
then.
probably.
Yeah, it is.
kebabs is more of a Middle Eastern concept where
They stole it from.
gyros is a
Yeah, that's right.
so gyros means round, but
Yeah.
like but it's different. Like if you have a kebab,
Mm-hmm.
they're not the same, man. They're different. They toast them. There's different ingredients. They use different pizza bread.
Can I tell you what the reason is?
Yeah, what?
Because they stole it.
They stole it.
It's true. Well, there's nothing wrong with saying that. You're allowed-
Is that fight ever gonna finish between Turkey and Greeks?
Maybe
No.
not between Turkey and Cyprus.
Yeah. Well, what I can say is that in Italy we call them kebabs.
Yeah.
Mostly, probably because what the shop is called kebab.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're
Yeah.
Turkish.
I think, do you know what the difference is? Gyros, I'll tell you what the difference is. A gyros is meant to be, the meat is on a
A
rotisserie that spins because
Mm-hmm.
it's round. And a kebab is when they cook them, say, on a shazlik, and they take them off and put it in the pita bread.
Oh yeah. But now
Some do that.
Yeah, that's the
But
difference.
for example, the gyros, as you say, in Italy it's also called kebab.
Yeah,
And it's the
yeah, there
spinning
you go.
one.
Yeah, so, you know,
it's
It
a
doesn't
Middle-
matter. It's
more-
delicious anyway.
exactly.
It's more Middle Eastern thing.
They...
Like
yeah,
if you
definitely, of
go to a Middle Eastern, like if you go to a Lebanese place or a Afghani place and they'll call it kebab.
course.
But if you go to a Greek place, it's all gyro. But you know what? You go to
But
Greek
this is delicious.
if you go to a Greek place in Melbourne, they don't call it gyros. They call it souvlaki.
Yeah, souvlaki. That's
Which I find it weird because
but
it's not
that's
souvlaki.
Greek as
They're
well.
talking
That's
about-
Greek as well.
Souvlaki means
What
the
does that mean?
shashlik stick.
Okay.
What that means is that
Is the meat.
They're just talking
Yeah.
about the meat because.
But that's what they call it.
Souvlaki. When you say gondo souvla, that means the souvla that's turning. Souvla is the meat that's turning on the barbecue, and that's why they call it souvlaki because they probably cook it on charcoal or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, because like, I went to a shop there in Melbourne and I got a
Yeah,
gyros and I said, "Oh, can I have a gyros?" They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, souvlaki."
it's just.
Yeah. So it's just different. I don't know. We're here in Adelaide.
Listen,
yeah.
I say this. I've said this to Jess, to my partner, all the time. Without the European foods, the Europeans, the
Oh,
best food come from there. And I say this like you look at in New York, right? In New York,
Is she Australian?
no, she's her
German, isn't
half Australian. Yeah, her mum's side is German. Yeah, but Jess loves the European food. Like
Yeah.
she's Greek to me. But like, you look in New York, I say they go, oh, it's a New York staple.
Yeah.
A bagel. Where's it from? France.
Yeah.
Now, a New York staple pizza. Where's it from? Italy.
Yeah.
Everything that's a staple there is from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Probably pizza is not even Italian. But...
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Where's the pizza from?
Well, some people say from Egypt.
Oh, really?
Flatbread, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that Egypt or
Yeah.
even Turkey. They're in Turkey as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
But the pizza in Italy is not the same.
No, but you know,
Different-
in
different
Italy
age.
they have arguments from Napoli to Rome
Of course.
Oh, really?
because they're two different
They got this
pizzas.
Neapolitan pizza.
Yeah,
there's
Napolitan pizza, Roman
yeah.
pizza.
Neapolitan is like in the wood oven, and
Yeah.
you know it's different. Remember I say that to you. There's all different pizzas.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But for example, the pizza in Italy doesn't stay up.
Yeah.
It falls.
Flops. That's
It
right.
flops.
Yeah,
Really?
it flops. Yeah.
They
Yeah, we
go
don't
by
cut
who's-
it.
They go by who's got the best flop. They do. They say
And
that.
it's almost soggy.
Yeah. They
There's a
love that.
pizzeria in Napoli that only does two pizzas. The most famous one, the Michele,
Mhm.
does only margherita and marinara. Marinara is just tomatoes, garlic, and
the
oregano.
best.
That's
That's
it. No
beautiful.
cheese. Yeah.
All right. Here's a question for you.
hmm
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
I don't care.
Oh, good.
I like
I
that.
can't speak because I'm a creative chef.
Yeah.
So I use fancy ingredients in food,
Yeah.
even when people wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying this when we had our shop. We had a chicken Caesar pizza,
Yeah.
and everyone was saying it would never work. And what we
Yeah.
did is we pretty much the base. It wasn't sauce. We made it with some cream and some eggs, like a scrambled eggs, and we used that as the base.
Mhm.
And then we'd put parmesan cheese,
Yeah.
chicken, and when it came out, we put lettuce on it,
Beautiful.
and Caesar sauce.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most popular pizzas.
Yeah.
And it was one of the. It was so nice.
Chicken is the only ingredients I don't see on pizza.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
can't
You know what?
stand
I-
That's fine.
I can't
I
stand
mean, don't go
That's
tell
like
Alfred because Alfred will get upset when
Doesn't
you hear
like
that.
chicken on
it.
pizza.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That barbecue pizza chicken that you did bring here was not too bad.
Yeah.
But
You know,
I don't normally put chicken
The
on
best-
pizza, and my wife's like that too.
Yeah.
the best comment
Yeah,
I ever heard was when you asked about the pineapple, and this is the best comeback I've ever heard.
What?
Remember, whoever it was we asked said, "You don't put fruit on a pizza," and then we said, "Well, what's tomato?"
It's a fruit.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Really?
For example, when I was working in Melbourne, I was the executive chef for 3 restaurants.
Yeah.
And we were making pizzas, and I said, I want to do the ham and pineapple, but I want to make it my way. So what we used to cut the pineapple in quarters, take the core off, and then we used to brine it in sugar and salt and
Yep,
water
yep.
for a couple of days, and then we char grilled it
Yeah,
whole, and then we slice it
Oh.
very thinly, and
Oh.
we put it at the end. So you have the freshness of that, and the leg shaped ham,
Yeah.
beautiful. So it was a different take on it.
Yeah.
So we got. So
I love it.
So Rob says about the point you made earlier, Giuseppe. He says, "Good point, Giuseppe." He goes, "I can do a task in 10 minutes that may take others 30 minutes
Yeah.
because I've spent 20 plus years perfecting my craft.
Absolutely,
That's why you're paying for me. Same for all skills for all of us."
absolutely.
And I was saying this to Chris and my dad about a month ago. I was saying that's why in my job I don't charge hourly rate anymore.
No,
I was saying because if I charge you an hourly rate,
Yeah.
but I'm really good at what I do and I can do it in 10 minutes,
yeah,
I'm shafting myself.
Shop
absolutely.
yourself.
Whereas I
Correct.
could just give you an outright price and say, listen, that's
but
it.
for people to accept that is very hard
Of
because
course.
95% of the population is paid by hour.
Mm.
Like many
That's
arguments.
true.
Many
Yeah.
arguments I had to have with my ex-parents-in-law
Yep, yep.
to let them understand that I don't get paid by hour, but I have an annually rate that I value myself, and that's what I agree on.
Yep.
If I do 100 hours, I lose. If I do 40 hours, they lose.
Yeah.
But that's the game.
Right.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
think that you are very capable of your craft, You don't have an hourly rate anymore.
The funniest part about it is, you're saying is when you look at all the big jobs, big executives and that, they're not on an hourly rate, they're on a salary.
Absolutely.
So they're
Of
getting
course.
Yeah.
paid an annual salary, not an hourly rate, are they?
No.
So,
And maybe they get some shares.
yeah, whatever.
And that's on the profits. The more the company profits from their work, the more he's gonna get too.
Yeah.
And one thing that I love is when I started doing the masterclass, I started doing them at $50 a course, and I would give them, a sourdough, a basket where to prove it, a blade to slash it, a bag.
So you provide all that for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus the knowledge.
And do they take it home afterwards?
Yes.
Oh,
They
that's
take a
awesome.
loaf and the dough ready to bake the
Oh,
next
that's
day.
awesome. Yeah.
And with time, within a year, I raised it to $200.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So-
it takes time, especially if you become
But it's also the trust that you need to gain.
correct. Like if you become good and people are like, oh, this guy's, he's really good, then you can start charging more.
Of course.
For example, sorry to interrupt.
No, sorry, go for
I
it.
could definitely do consultancy in Australia,
Yes.
but nobody knows me. Nobody knows
100%.
my resume. Nobody knows what
Yeah.
I did in my life.
Exactly.
So nobody will come, or even
That's right.
if I approach a business
Yep.
and I tell them here to improve your business, I
Yeah.
can guarantee you that within 6 months you have double your sales,
Yeah.
the quality, the efficiency, and your workers have become better workers.
Yeah.
Listen,
They
why?
say, why do we believe you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I know within me that I need to do it for free for 6 months,
Yes, of
at
course.
different shops, and that will be my portfolio then.
Of course. So we've got a few. Well, I'll read out a few of these. So we
Yeah.
read out the one by Rob, and then Rob says again. He goes, "How boring would Australian food be without the European influence? Meat pies and lamingtons and ice coffee."
I mean, look, I like my meat pies, but like
I
after a
know what
while
you
they'll
mean.
put get boring.
Well, a pie is from England anyway. They make
Absolutely.
a cottage pie, don't
Yeah.
they? Like a shepherd's pie.
I love
whatever.
pies.
Amanda says they say spaghetti is not Italian either.
Yeah, they come from
Asia.
China. Yeah.
There you go.
Noodles.
There you go. And Amanda was laughing at when we said the best flop, but it's true that the pizza, the Giuseppe said that they'll get a flop and they fold it over.
Absolutely, and they eat it. Yeah.
And remember I said that to you when I made the wood oven. That
Yeah.
bit flops and you.
It's
fold
like a
it
cold.
over.
It's like a cold zone.
Yeah. Well, it's wet.
Yeah.
Italian pizza is wet. But
That's right.
one thing that I understood in my years of experience is that you need to adapt your food to the market that you're gonna supply.
Yes.
So it's very hard unless you are someone to be able to get people to come and eat what you want
right.
them to eat.
So if you're in Italy, you can keep making pizza like that because everyone expects it to be like that.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's another problem when people goes out. They go out for one reason, to save time,
Yeah,
because they don't
They
want to
don't
cook
wanna
at
cook.
home.
That's
So
right.
what they
Correct.
go out for to choose what they want to eat.
that's right.
So if the chef goes there and say no, you eat what I want, they will never go back
No,
there.
correct.
So it's very
100%.
niche, unfortunately.
So pineapple is great on certain pizzas. AP says, which there you
Yeah.
go. That's fair.
I will only put it on a ham one.
There you
Oh
go.
my god.
That's the far I go.
Amanda
As far
says,
as I go.
Amanda
Oh my God.
Pepe, she says, I'm wife now.
Huh? What's she saying?
I must have said your wife, So
Wow.
she's saying I'm wife now. There you go. Knowledge is knowing tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad, Rob. you go.
That's beautiful.
That's a good
That's
one.
beautiful. But why not? I made a bruschetta with watermelon, for example.
There you go.
So watermelon and cucumbers are the same basically family.
Yeah, of course.
So I used watermelon instead of cucumber,
There you go.
and it worked.
You could probably
Yeah.
put it in a fruit salad, but it wouldn't taste that great.
Can confirm. In my old job, you paid for experience. It's amazing how many people don't see it that way. So
No.
he's agreeing with us. That's from AP.
Yeah.
Johnny G is in the house. He said, "This is wild." Rob
Johnny
says, "Agree
G.
with Johnny G." Damn says, "Hey Johnny." Johnny says, "Hey bro." And then Amanda's got a ghost face. She says, "Oh my god, wet pizza." She must be freaking out. Question, Giuseppe: what's the base for a good marinara sauce for pizza?
But this is something that I always love to share, because people thinks that Italian pizza chef actually cook the sauce.
Yeah.
But what we do is actually grab the peeled tomatoes.
Yeah.
Separate
Like
the
a
water.
passata
Yeah,
Yep.
separate the water,
Yep.
blend the tomatoes with the meal.
Yep.
And just season it with salt,
And
pepper,
basil.
fresh basil,
Yeah.
oregano, olive oil, and we use a raw.
Yeah.
Because
that's
the oven is so hot,
That's right.
it's 360 degrees. The pizza cooks in 90 seconds. And we need the water into the tomato to stay on the pizza.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will become
That's right.
a brick. That's why we don't cook the sauce. So it's always raw.
I reckon what we should do one day is have a cook-off, like.
Absolutely. Why don't we do
KP
a challenge?
versus-
And I'll be the
KP
judge.
versus
And I'll
Giuseppe.
be the judge.
All right.
Oh, no.
I like my pizza. I like my pizzas to be judged. I agree.
We
but
already
that-
have been. They've been.
Yeah, they have, but that's what I put in my sauce. I would put the basil, salt, pepper, and that's probably it. Just
Yeah.
Simple.
yeah,
Simple.
simple.
But
And olive
raw
oil. And olive
tomato.
oil.
Raw
Yeah,
tomato.
raw tomato and olive oil.
You know what I don't like sometimes when they put too much tomato,
Yeah.
and it's too much.
There's a rule when we make a pizza in a pizza shop, 1.5 spoon for a margarita, 1 spoon for any other pizza.
And is that for
1.5?
So
Okay.
if you're, is that for, say you're making a Neapolitan, like a 12-inch pizza?
Well, for a 12-inch
Yeah.
pizza, yeah.
That's what I always use. Because
Yeah.
when we had our shop that was,
33 centimeters.
well, yeah,
33
exactly. When we had
centimeters.
our shop, one of them was a brick oven, one of them was a conveyor. So you have bigger pizzas. And that was my rule for a 12-inch was 1 spoon, a 15-inch was 2,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a party was
Okay.
3.
Yeah, you need to create a system for
Yeah,
the work.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So
it's
you
1,
can
2,
try and
and
have a
3.
standard
That's it.
product for
Yeah.
people to come back and have
Yeah.
the same one.
There's a place on Findon Road that does sourdough. Rocco.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No, I've invited him on my show.
Yeah.
Because I speak about
He does
sourdough, and
sourdough
never
pizza.
wanted to come.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well, we
didn't
want to
like
try.
it.
What did he say?
I'm
What-
happy. He never replied.
Oh, he didn't reply.
He never replied.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like. I have, unfortunately, I'm not scared to say it. So I often see his post on Instagram.
Yep.
And he's one of those guys that actually he grabs the negative comment on his pizza
Yeah.
and he actually
Comment on them.
bullies them on his
Really?
own Instagram.
Oh,
That's
really?
So how
Oh.
very poorly
Yeah, no,
business
that's not
smart
good.
is that?
That's not good. I remember with our shop.
Nah.
I remember
I'm-
Just
Just
Yeah.
show your kindness and say, I'm sorry that you didn't enjoy
Yeah.
it.
That's right.
Please come back and I want
Oh.
to see what you think.
I remember when we had our
Yeah,
shop.
yeah,
was
that's
when
right.
Menu Log and that first was around.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember we were getting 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, and we got this real bad one. And I remember saying to John, I don't know if he remembers this in the chat. I remember saying to him, I was like, "Man, you're never gonna make everyone say it's 5 stars.
No.
It's not gonna
Never.
happen. So you just got to just you know
remember
you
the
don't have
first-
to be upset at it. You don't
No.
have. You just got to be done with it.
You remember the first time so TripAdvisor?
Yes.
People were
Oh, hammering it.
vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are bad.
The
man.
genuine one will very compliment and give
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you know,
People
4
probably do
stars.
it just to be.
But
trolls.
some people go
Of
to
course.
restaurant just to judge them negatively, to
Of course.
find
Of course.
the little
things.
most smallest mistake.
But you know
ever.
what? As an owner, as you said, like you got to be bigger than that.
Absolutely.
And just let it go because
Yeah.
you're not going to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
It's like with us when we get negative feedback on ours,
Yeah.
Who cares?
we just like laugh at it. You know how much negative stuff we've had lately?
Oh,
Really?
Oh,
Well,
mate,
the more exposure you
you're
get,
gonna get more negative.
we want
it's in
negative.
numbers,
We
it is.
want it.
Yeah.
Bring it. We want
Listen,
more negativity.
That's
we
why I
don't care.
said to you. Remember, we talked about Andrew Tate, and I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
listen, I agree with some things he does, some things he doesn't. But the one thing he said that's spot on is he goes, when 50 people are watching you, it doesn't matter what you say.
no.
When 500,000 people are watching you,
Yeah, correct.
it really
Didn't
matters.
he
what
say
you
that
say.
during the interview?
Yes,
with
yeah,
the
that's
Pizzy
what I'm saying. He
Morgan?
said it,
Yeah.
yeah. You know,
I've listened to
and that's
that.
what it is. He
Yeah, and that's why he's changed the way he talks now as well because
because when 1 million
He's
people
got
are
so
watching
many
you, it's
people
completely
watching.
different, isn't it?
Well, how he smashed it though.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
famous he's becoming
Out
such
of
a
nowhere.
I mean, I didn't know it before he went on social media.
yeah.
I didn't know him. He was a Muay
kickbox-
Thai,
yeah,
yeah.
kickboxer,
Kickboxer,
whatever,
yeah.
yeah.
oh, he's done. Look,
From what
he's still
Adrian's-
big now, even though he's out of like
How old is he?
he's
He's
34,
34.
35.
Far out.
So from what Adrian said, maybe he's not as good a kickboxer as everyone thinks. Remember, Adrian said he's okay, but
Is
he
he
said
an expert?
He's had no. Adrian
Well,
said
he
he's had a lot of fights. He
No,
knows what
but he
he's doing.
said he know what he's doing. He said, but he said those world titles that he's won are not like, you know how they just give out world titles.
Kickboxing's
But
not
same in
massive.
boxing, they give out there's 7 world titles in boxing.
Mhm.
You know, you don't know which ones.
Look,
But he definitely knows how to
he's a big
fight.
bloke, and I wouldn't want to. Look,
You'll crush him there.
I wouldn't want to
With a
fight him.
hug.
You just get him and just
Have you seen Kung Fu Panda?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Kids?
yeah,
The
yeah, that's
hugger?
it.
You just hug him to there. That's
No,
it.
no, but yeah, I like some of his stuff. Yeah, some of it, like the way he talks now is a lot better than he was, and yeah,
I
just
always liked it. I think he's got a voice for all males.
Oh, of course.
You know, he says things that we are scared to say.
Yes.
I think he calls it the Matrix. Shit scared of him because, he's talking to the demographic of like the people, the kids, the men that are going to the army. That could be army people, right? If he starts getting into their heads, then it goes against the system, and they're scared that these guys, these 18 to 30-year-olds, are getting influenced by this guy, and they're gonna rise up against the. You know what I mean? And that's why he got cancelled. That's the reason he got cancelled. It wasn't because of the misogyny and all that. I mean, if you actually listen to his thing, he actually loves women.
Yeah.
Like he actually talks about how much he loves them and that. So, it's interesting. I listen to a lot of his podcasts and it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's huge now.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Amanda says, in our cafe, this customer came in with his plate and said it was the worst fish and chips he'd ever eaten. When I asked why the plate was empty, he shrugged.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that.
Exactly, man.
I hate
If it's
that.
crap, take it back with a full
Exactly.
plate.
Exactly.
I agree.
Don't
Yeah.
expect me to refund you now.
'cause
You ate it.
You've eaten it. 100%.
If it's half there,
It was
I'll
good.
refund you. But why did you eat
Yeah,
it? if
why'd you
don't
eat it
like
for?
100%.
I
Just
just-
eat it, shut up, and go.
People,
Don't come back ever
there's
again.
some people out there that are just like they're just out there to cause
There's
trouble,
trolls.
man.
There are trolls.
Trolls, and that's all they want to do.
listen.
And get a reaction. That's what they want.
Unfortunately, we've said this before. Whether you like the internet, dislike it.
Yeah.
The thing about the internet being so big now and social media is there's going to be trolls.
Yeah.
And they do it on purpose. And I'll bring it back to in a day that would have been one of the happiest days for you, Giuseppe,
Yeah.
when Italy beat England
Yeah.
in the European Cup final.
Yeah.
So 3 young guys miss a penalty for England.
Yeah.
And within 30 seconds, there's people on social media calling them monkeys
Yes.
because they're
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
What did they do, man? The guy he went to battle for your country.
Yeah.
He missed a penalty.
Yeah.
But you want to go be a troll.
Yeah.
And you know, but that's what people do
These
now.
people have always been here.
Of course they have. But now
no,
they've
they
got a voice.
just appeared now.
Of course.
Yeah,
they have a voice now because they can go be a keyboard warrior and there's no
Exactly, but they are behind the screen.
That's right. Because they're not going to go say it to their face because they're probably too scared to.
Yeah.
And 100% that's correct.
I love this comment that Johnny G just said because he goes, "I'm embarrassed to complain
I got
about food."
embarrassed to complain about
But
food.
then,
he
if you
said.
go back to our video where he went to Toto's Pizza,
He complained.
he complained. You know,
You know the thing. Toto's Pizzeria is a sad story about Toto's because me and Chris know the guy that started it probably 30 years ago, and Jack has been making pizzas longer than I've probably been alive, and it was so good back then. And he sold it, and now it's just
It's a hard gig.
yeah.
they're all.
It's a
They're
hard
look.
gig.
These people that own it now, they're just old, and I think they're not.
They're just yeah.
It's not that great, but
Some people are like that, like what John's saying. Though some people are embarrassed.
They do.
to
They don't say
complain
anything.
about food.
But they will never come back.
Yeah, that's right.
you know what I've noticed? Sometimes you go to a restaurant and it's really really good,
Yeah.
and you go, "Oh, let's go again." And you go the second time, and it's like it's a
Disappointing.
letdown. Yeah, I think because you put the bar so high.
Yeah, but do you think that's because of
I don't know.
do you think that's because of what Eddie Murphy says?
What do you
Eddie
say?
Murphy goes, like if you're really hungry, you haven't eaten for days, and you have a cracker.
It's
he
the
goes,
most
"That's gonna be
delicious cracker.
The
Yeah.
most delicious.
Oh,
cracker
yeah,
you've
yeah,
ever had." But
maybe.
If you eat that cracker again, you're gonna go, "This is just a regular
Yeah.
old cracker."
Maybe
Yeah.
You know?
could be, but I've had that happen to me a lot of
Yeah, I know what
times.
you mean.
It's like I just came here before. and
That's
this
why I
was-
think you need to be objective when you judge
Yes.
food. And I think if I'll be a guide and go and judge people's food, I need to be able not just to judge the food, but to judge also how much work there is behind something. Because it's like saying Ronaldo, for example, is
Yeah.
the player he is now because he's been working for
Of course.
25 years old consecutively, like
Of course.
someone who's never done it before.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
And with passion, with commitment, with discipline, and it's the same thing for a chef. I've been working for 22, but imagine a chef that's the leader of a 3 Michelin star restaurant working for 50 years. How many dishes have produced?
Of course.
And he knows that to make a perfect beef cheek, for example, he has to brine it for 3 days.
Yeah.
But the customer goes there, in 10 seconds has finished it.
Yeah.
And he's going to complain about it.
Yeah. Of course.
And we don't control the beast. What he eats, how much
Yeah.
he eats,
Yes.
how, if he had some problem in his bite. There's so many
Factors. Yeah.
factors exactly
Yeah.
that we don't analyze as a judgment, as a judge, that I think we should put in place as well.
So Rob says this is Italian talking, definitely the European. I'll say. Why do pubs never serve complimentary bread with a main pasta meal?
Because in Australia everything is money.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the first thing
but
that I've noticed. here.
It's a very
Is that
European.
right?
It's a
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
European
you
thing.
pay for bread here.
It's a very European thing, isn't it,
Yeah.
to have bread with your
Absolutely,
meal?
it's free.
Like we've grown up doing it.
Yeah.
You have bread. Like,
What's-
you know, you're Greek. You have
what's
bread
the-
with your meal.
Well, see,
It's-
ever since the Don told me that you should never go to a restaurant and buy pasta because you can make it for $2
Yeah,
in your kitchen.
my dad
I've never
told me
gone and
that.
got pasta again, so that's why I don't know if you get bread or not.
that's very true.
Well,
That's very true.
He goes, it's the worst thing to buy at the restaurant because
No, he just says it's the most inflated thing.
But like a
Because-
salad,
yes, yeah.
yeah,
$20 for a salad when you buy
Yeah,
ingredients for a week of salads. with
yeah, I know, but
$20.
like it is getting expensive. Like especially now, vegetables. You
Yeah.
go to buy veggies now.
You know,
Everything's
when
so
we-
expensive.
when
But
we
it wasn't
first-
justified 5 years ago.
No,
No.
when I
No, it wasn't. No,
when
you're right.
we were first, like I said, when I was young, so 10 years old, and we had our shop, I remember a large pizza was, so 12-inch was like $6.50 or something.
Yeah, now you're
20
like,
years ago.
Now it's like
24
now $24
for a margarita.
Yeah, crazy.
I like that. He said 20 years ago, he thinks I'm young.
Well, you're young.
He's 47
That
now.
would've been-
He's not.
No.
That would have been what?
You
10?
probably,
wa-
you're
he-
probably
well,
38.
Last week he was
37.
47.
How much?
37.
37.
Last week he was
Yeah,
47.
now 47.
What about you? How old are you?
I'm 40 tomorrow.
Tomorrow? It's his
Are
birthday.
you?
Yeah.
We need to celebrate.
Yeah, we're still
40 tomorrow.
Celebrating with sourdough.
sourdough.
Let's put a candle on it.
This is my last day. I've been in the 30s.
Can you
Last day
believe
ever.
it? Oh, I feel honored to be here.
I know.
Hey,
one-
Reborn has joined the chat. How you going, Reborn? Another one of our loyal fans, champion.
Reborn, he's from England.
He is.
He might.
He's a Liverpool fan, but we don't hold that against him.
No.
That's good.
He's a- who do you go? Who do you follow in the league?
You follow Milan.
AC
You said,
Milan.
didn't you?
AC Milan.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
the second best team in the world.
Second best.
Yeah,
team.
the first
You
one
know
was
what I
Real
heard?
Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Yeah,
You know.
you need to hat off. Like
So you AC Milan. So
I started.
for people that don't know, so AC Milan is the people's team, isn't it, in Milan? Whereas
Well-
Inter is more of the upper class
So
people.
what
Isn't
happened?
it?
They were one. They
I know
were,
that,
they
yeah,
were
yeah,
one team
yeah.
in the 19
I know
at the
that.
beginning
I think it was
1914, 1916,
1910 or something. Yeah.
and then the FC Internazionale
Yes.
became the Ambrosiana,
Yeah.
which was a location of Milan.
Yeah.
And because they had the most amount of players that were from other nationality, they decided to create the FC Internazionale. But I'm not sure if that's 100% what I'm saying.
I
But
think
this
that is
roughly
correct.
that.
I think that's correct.
Yeah.
But they're very. I think it's like it's a thing, over there. The upper class people sort of go for Inter,
Yeah.
whereas the working class man goes for.
So it's like
AC
Port
Milan.
Adelaide's AC
For
Milan and
example,
Croza.
You know,
Croza.
soccer in Italy
Inter.
is very political.
Of course.
It's very political.
Well, look
Oh,
who was president
it
of Milan, like
Yeah,
Berlusconi. You know?
But apart from that, the
Well, look at the other one, Marazza.
the
He's-
followers
yeah.
were completely from the opposite
Of
party.
course, they hated him.
Berlusconi. Yeah.
Yeah, they hated him.
Yeah.
There was people that were AC Milan fans for their whole lives.
Yes.
Yes.
And Berlusconi, and they were borderline ready to jump.
Yeah. They
ship.
just waited for him to sell.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, he was prime minister of Italy, so he was.
It's probably-
10
yeah,
years,
okay.
12
He
years.
was so corrupt, Even
Yeah.
even the Inter guy.
He wasn't corrupt.
He was just
He made his own laws.
yeah. There you
Call
go.
him stupid.
Yeah.
Call him
I
stupid.
used to watch the Italy, the
This
Serie A
was
years
in
ago.
the 90s, the
good.
Serie A was the best league in the
Yeah, it
world.
was good.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. No,
Even
anyone-
early 2000.
Yeah.
Like we won
I
the
mean,
World Cup in 2006.
AC Milan came to Old Trafford in
2003.
and smashed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were the
2005.
best- And we were the best team in England. Kaká scored a destroyed us.
You remember that?
Oh, of course I do. I remember he
He remembers
did.
everything.
Oh, no, because you know why the thing about
But we lost against Liverpool in the final.
that's right.
Yeah.
But then they won the
2005.
year after. But the
Yes,
thing about the
2007.
thing, what people don't really the thing about United fans is
You're respectful.
they are.
Yeah.
And they gave him a standing ovation.
Absolutely.
Like when the Brazilian
Oh, really?
Ronaldo
Yeah,
came-
he won the
fans.
Ballon d'Or there.
when
Yeah.
Brazilian
Oh,
Ronaldo
wow.
came, he scored a hat trick against United at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
They
They
cheered
stand
him
up.
on.
Oh, I
The
think
Man
he was
United fans are like that. They're
But
not,
they do that, all the best teams.
They
Like
do.
Real Madrid
Yeah,
do that too.
Yeah,
They did the same for Del
They'll
Piero.
give you standing ovations, mate.
Speaking
Yeah.
about the Ronaldo, I think I saw him in the crowd, Ronaldo.
But the real
Brazilian-
Ronaldo,
Yeah,
the,
he will be.
the Brazilian one.
Yeah, the real.
I saw him in the crowd in
Luis
the
Nazario.
game.
He'll be watching
Luis
Brazil.
Nazario.
Oh, he'll be watching Brazil.
Yeah.
You know what I did hear like today? I heard that Messi might be going to Inter Miami.
It won't happen.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Maybe.
Oh, listen,
That's
it might happen.
Beckham's team.
It might,
That's
yeah, it might
Beckham's
happen in a
team.
couple of
Yeah.
years. It might happen, but it won't happen now.
I think Messi will die there.
He's still in mid-season.
Yeah.
Oh, he won't go near.
No, but it will. It
Is
will
there a
if he
transfer?
doesn't finish at Paris Saint-Germain, he will go probably 1 year in Argentina.
I think he's going to go back to Boca.
Yeah, Rosario.
Yeah,
no,
or
he's
wherever-
from Rosario. Yeah.
He'll go somewhere there,
Yeah,
whatever,
for
just
sure.
to. And
But
he's
if
always said he wants to do that.
He was very upset to go to Paris. He said because he was very upset about his family being sad or leaving Barcelona.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he
yeah,
loved
yeah.
that.
He
love
will.
Barcelona.
He will
Oh,
definitely
listen,
make
you
the
know,
life there.
It was so funny, like a guy that's got so much money and all this stuff.
Yeah.
When I watched his speech when he was leaving Barcelona, I felt sorry for him
Yeah.
because he was
Yeah, yeah.
so upset.
He didn't want to leave.
No, he was
No.
crying, man. Like I don't. But when you got a club that's run so badly, like,
Yeah.
and it's a shame because it's
Yeah.
such a big club.
Yeah.
How could you let Messi go? Man, if you had that possession and you let it.
If that'll be massive if Miami get him.
They will.
Huge.
Maybe they will
mean,
one day. Beckham's probably
Beckham
got
will,
a
yeah.
bit of pull, but
Yeah,
'Cause
but
he's
not
got-
enough, I think. Like, he's gonna empty his pockets in a year.
Will be the
Yeah,
biggest.
of
He'll be the biggest paid player ever in US
Yeah.
soccer history.
Rob reckons. See, Rob is very well informed, and he said here. I don't know. He's saying first he saw Australia versus AC Milan at the MCG in the 90s. He watched
Yeah.
that game because they used to come here and play. Like
Yeah,
Man
I know.
United came and played against
Yeah.
Australia here too. And then he said, and the Juventus board quit today.
Yes.
apparently.
Yeah.
So for Rob to
All of
say
it.
that, yep.
Agnelli, Nedved,
There you go. There you go.
Paratici.
Got to be happy with Rafael Leao,
Absolutely.
Reborn is saying.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got a
Good
few
player.
all
good
these
player.
soccer questions are coming
Yeah.
to me. Yeah. He's
It's
very
better
good.
than sourdough.
No. He's
But we'll get back on the south.
a very good player, Rafael Leao.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's coming to United.
Well,
Never
there's
know.
plenty of offers for
Who?
him.
Oh,
They
he
offered
will.
100 million for
Yeah,
him.
he'll get
for-
offered.
Who? You mean Messi?
Nah, there's this
Leao.
player, Leao.
Aha.
He's 24 years old.
And
Portuguese.
he arrived in AC Milan when he was 21.
Yeah, he's a champion.
Yeah. big player.
And they didn't like him, so everybody was speaking off him.
Yeah.
And talking, trash talking.
Happened.
Oh, this is not good. He's never gonna get. But they
Yeah.
kept playing,
Yeah.
kept playing. And last year,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
started playing.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh,
an
he
adult.
came out of nowhere.
Wow.
See,
Wow.
just he'll like the story that I told you guys on Saturday night. So I've got a few African friends here that I
Yeah.
played soccer
Have you
with.
seen the new guys at the Adelaide United?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The two young.
Yeah. Apparently they're meant to be good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna go to Europe. You can see the way
That's
they play.
good. That's good.
It's
They're
not good
gonna
for
go to
Adelaide
Europe.
United though.
It is good because they might get money
Yeah.
if they sign a thing where they sell them that they get 10% of the next sale. They'll
Yes.
make money.
They should
That's what
be.
the
They
European
should be
clubs
clever
do.
and do that.
That's what the European clubs do.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's-
Okay.
They should
Yeah,
start
so
doing.
Yeah.
I had these African boys that I used to play soccer with, these Liberian boys.
Yeah. From Georgia out.
They were best
Liberia,
friends with
yeah.
him. No, they're friends with him.
Are you kidding
Their
me?
mums were friends. He come to soccer training one night. I was telling the boys on Saturday with an AC Milan
Yeah. flat-
tracksuit.
yeah.
And you know what he said to me? He goes, yeah, George gave it to me. It's from the 1994 Champions League final.
Against Ajax, we lost 1-0.
Yeah, but he goes, he wore it in the... And he goes, yeah, George just gave it to me because he doesn't even care
Wow.
about it. And
You
they
know,
were
he's president of Liberia.
yeah, but these
And
guys...
you know,
they
there's some
grew up
plays
with
for
him.
USA.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about it. the
I
other
could
night.
not believe it.
But yeah, they were just... They grew up with him, you know, because that's how the town was. They're just... And they're
Yeah.
best
village-
friends with him.
village.
They were telling me, and I was going, what do you mean? And I didn't... And then he came, he showed me the photo, everything, the tracksuit. He goes, George just gives them to us. He goes, he'd come to the town and he would just give boots out to the kids.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's why he went for
Well, that's
presidency.
what's
Yeah.
Mane does.
Yes.
Mane
Yeah,
does
yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
exactly.
Hospitals,
Because they know what they
schools.
came from. You know
They
what I
ask
mean?
Yeah.
him, why don't you buy cars
Yeah.
and phones and stuff? I don't want to do that. I just want to help my
Help.
community.
That's right.
That's the best way to be, man.
Rob says, Giuseppe, you need to put your name forward to be one of Italy's personal chefs at Euro 24.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah, but you know how much pain in the ass there would be.
Oh, they would be. Could you
I
imagine?
cook
guess
for
so.
pleasure, not
They
for
would be.
medicine.
They would be. Wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I don't think that. I think probably they would get 150 grand. That's it.
The chefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No
probably.
more- no
yeah,
more
probably
than that.
not. Probably
So
not.
I was lucky when I was.
They're not going to give
20
money to the people looking after the players.
No.
Well,
Don't
it's an
worry,
important task.
Of
because
course
you
it
could
is.
kill them,
Of course.
and people don't understand that.
Exactly.
But the coach gets a 6 million.
Yeah.
The chefs gets maybe 100 grand.
Yeah, of course. I agree. I know what you mean.
But he needs to cater for 50 people,
Yeah.
and everybody has their own fancy choices. Like catering for
course.
Ronaldo, boiled
Oh.
chicken, broccoli, whatever
Yeah.
he has.
It's not. It's not being a chef.
Yeah,
You're
no.
a cook.
Yes.
Have you ever like cooked or made food for anyone famous?
Yeah. When I was in Rome,
Yeah.
Berlusconi,
Oh, really?
Oh,
Totti,
See, that, like I said, it's
Montella.
huge over there. isn't
Yeah.
it?
wow.
I used to like I loved
Oh,
Montella.
wow,
Vincenzo
wow,
Montella.
wow, what a striker.
Yeah, I liked him.
So I was 19, so I wasn't in charge.
Oh,
I was
okay.
learning my craft.
Oh, right.
What was Totti like?
I didn't meet him.
Didn't meet him,
No.
just cooked
The only
for him.
person that I saw was a few actresses because you saw them in the
Yeah,
lift,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or because you sneak out of the kitchen and you see them from
Oh,
afar.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but I
yeah.
never
they're
had the opportunity
celebrities,
to
yeah.
speak them.
Yeah.
To speak to them. But I remember the day that Berlusconi was in the hotel.
It'd have been like
There was a
Don
guard.
King walking around.
There was
Oh,
a
yeah.
guard in every single door.
There
As
would
soon
have
as we
been.
left the
It'd be like-
kitchen, there was 2 bodyguards at the door from the kitchen to the hall, and to the next door. And outside there were guards on the roof.
yeah, there would be.
Oh, wow.
It'd be like the president's there. It'd be.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's
the Prime
crazy.
Minister,
I
yeah.
served rich people.
Yeah.
I served the sister of the old Agnelli's president
Yeah.
because
Wow.
she used to be the customer on a hotel
That's-
every
There you
season,
go.
That's
and
so
we had
cool.
to blend everything for her.
Yeah.
Everything she couldn't eat. She didn't. She
Yeah.
couldn't swallow anymore. So
Yeah.
All
everything
right.
was liquid.
There you go.
Wow.
Steak, potatoes,
Steak.
soups.
All right.
Yeah, she wouldn't
Wow.
miss out, but we had to blend it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Amanda says, "What part of Italy are you from, Giuseppe?"
Trieste, near Venice,
Trieste.
on the border with Slovenia.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it up Top?
Up north,
Yeah.
northeast.
Right. Yeah.
Trieste is in the belly button of Europe.
So you're not like a crazy Calabrian.
Calabrese.
No, my nonna is from Calabria.
Uh-huh.
Was from Calabria. My family is from the south, as you
Yeah.
can see by my colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the people that live up north are more lighter, aren't they?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they're
but
closer,
not
the
anymore
colder weather.
because
Oh.
southern people from Italy have moved up.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
Probably
right,
you'll see a
okay.
bit a bigger shift probably.
Yeah.
Like Giuseppe, like he's saying, he's got the more look like us. Like
Yeah,
the Greeks,
yeah.
the
Exactly.
Cypriots.
Oh.
So my cultural background is definitely Napolitan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neapolitan, yeah.
but my accent is not Napolitan.
Yes.
But I do understand Napolitan.
Yeah.
I don't speak it because I was
Oh.
against my dad.
So is it the same language or is it a different
They're like
dialect?
the Greeks,
It's, a different,
man.
it's completely
Yeah,
different.
Oh,
they're like the
really?
Greeks,
Completely
yeah.
different. Yeah. Like my dialect is completely different
Yeah.
from Italian.
Really?
They're
If I
like-
speak quickly my dialect
It-
in an Italian, it will
Yeah.
look at me
Because-
and say,
Because
They're-
in
it's the
Greece-
same with us though.
Well, no,
we
we
tell you-
understand what you say, though.
Mate, I'm telling you, you could be the most Greek in the world. If the Don sat there and spoke to you in a Cypriot way, you would not know what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But we can understand you.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can speak Greek, but you.
You
I'm
got, no,
telling
no,
you.
no. There, I
No,
know.
would
like
not,
for
man.
Napolitan, Calabrese, Sicilian,
Oh, yeah.
Pugliese.
But it's the same.
They're
with the
completely
Greek-
different.
The Greek islands are like that.
But can
too.
you get
the
past?
Cretans speak?
What
Could
do
you
mean?
get like by if you went down there and like?
Well, you
start
probably
talk-
understand the sense of the sentence.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
The Cretans are like.
But there's
the
people that
from
only
Crete.
speak dialect.
Yeah, of
They
course.
never knew. My nonna was a
Some of the
analphabet.
Cypriots,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Cypriots are like that.
Yeah,
Because-
but she couldn't cook money. She could count money.
Yeah.
Nonna, can I have $10? No, I give you
No.
only 5.
Yeah,
How do you know if you can't count?
yeah, they're like
That's
that.
right.
But then you
I
money.
know,
I
I
could
know.
not believe it.
The people from Crete are like that, and they're an island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just all speak different.
Differently.
I have a friend from Crete.
Yeah.
He used to own a restaurant
big
here
mouth?
in. Nah,
No,
Big
Andrea.
Mo.
Andrea Papadakis.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
My,
you
dad,
know
I think
him?
my dad knows him.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. It's in Messi Mesa.
Do you know they won't let him back in his village
His
in
dad.
Crete?
His
They
dad.
won't let him back in his. This is a fact.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have his mo,
Oh, really?
they won't let him back in his village. In
Why?
Crete.
Is that right?
Yeah. Why do you think all the Cretans walk around with these big mo's?
I've got no idea.
He was there in September.
Yeah, they were. If he's from a full proper the village,
Yeah.
they won't let him back there.
Oh, come on, really?
I swear to you, on my life. Do you know George
Wow.
Marcus's dad?
Yeah. They're Cretans.
Yeah, and he went home, so he's always got a mo. He even keeps a little one. He
Really?
shaved his mo, and he went back. And this is when George's Bapu was alive. He goes, "Don't come back here until it's back."
Oh, wow. Okay.
And this was here.
That's crazy.
Wow.
They've got their thing. You ever see a big Greek with
yeah.
a mo? It's a Cretan. That's
Wow.
that's
Oops,
it.
sorry about that, guys. Johnny Pitts just sent me
You
a
know,
message.
these traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Bapu, you love Bapu.
Yes. Papuya, yeah.
Bapu, yeah.
There's
Well,
a
we call Nunna, which is like
Nonna?
Nunna means your godmother.
Godfather.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say Nonna, we say Nunna.
But you say
means-
compare as well.
no.
Compare.
Yeah, we do.
Well,
Gumbadi.
Gumbadi is for your best man. Yeah, Gumbadi, not yeah.
Best man.
Yeah,
best man
Gumbadi.
is
Okay. We say for Godfather.
Yeah,
and
well, that's
and
what
we
it
do
is.
as well.
For the
Okay.
person that
Gumbadi, yeah.
baptizes your child,
Yes.
they're your Gumbadi.
You guys say Nonna and Nono.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
for yeah, and
And you
Bapu.
say,
Yeah.
yeah. I had a good friend. That was
Mama,
Italian.
papa.
They go
Mama,
bello.
papa.
Yeah,
Bello,
we
Bello.
I call my dad Baba,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which when it's written in Greek is P-A-P-A.
Yeah,
But
that's how
say,
we say.
But we say Baba.
Okay.
We make it sound
We
like
say,
a-
but.
Yeah, but it's spelt P-A-P-A.
Is
Do
it?
you speak Greek?
Yeah, I can speak Greek, but not very well.
Okay.
Oh, I can understand it more. When I went
You're
to
like George.
yeah, when I went to Greece, like I was speaking so much like Greek, and this was 2004, I was 21, and then because I speak to my grandparents.
We're trying to teach you here. Me and the Don.
I can speak it. Like, I can speak to my grandma. I speak to her in Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, some words I'm like, oh shit, how do you say that?
The grandparents, a lot of them are there.
But when they talk to me, I can understand what they're
No,
saying.
but you know why? I noticed it later, and like my dad pointed out to me one day later in life. The grandparents here, they're a lot smart. They're a lot more switched on than you think. They help you
Yeah.
with the way they talk. They slow down
Yeah.
because they know you don't understand it as good. Because if
Yeah.
you're over there, it's quick.
Yeah, but then you get used to it if you
Yeah,
stay
you do.
there for a
If you're
while.
there, you
Yeah.
do. Of course
I was
you
really
do.
quick when
but
I was
they
there.
know that here, and they will
But you
slow
lose it
down
again.
for you.
That's what I need to do with my youngest.
Yes.
Because sometimes you say, "What did you say?"
Well, when George, my other brother George, is not here, and Chris.
Is he your brother,
Yes,
Alfred?
Chris. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my eldest brother, Alfred.
So Chris, what's
Chris.
his name? Chris.
Alfred.
Or Krillin.
But so he's the
So
eldest
what's
brother.
your name?
My name's Kyriakos.
Kyriakos.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm Christos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Christos.
Kerry. People call me Kerry here because I got,
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
it
call me
happens.
Chris. Don't ever call me Christopher.
Christopher.
No.
You're
Christos.
Christagi. Christagi.
Christaghi.
Well,
What's your Greek name?
Huh?
What's your Greek name?
Christos.
Christos.
But Christagi is like a nickname. It means like little
Christaki
Chris.
is like little Chris, yeah.
Okay.
And then you know what they do
Kyriados.
when Kyriakos, yeah.
Kyriakos.
Kyriakos. Yeah.
There was a player they called Kyriakos.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Greece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he used to play for Inter.
Yes.
Yeah. They call him, but he's
Kerry.
Kerry.
So it's a
No,
name
do you
and
know what
also a
happened
last
here?
name.
Oh, that is the last name, yes.
Yeah, but so
That's
it can be both.
that's George Michael's real last name.
Kyriakos.
Kyriakos was his middle name, and Panayotou was his last name.
Oh wow! So he
He's
was
Cypriot.
Greek.
Cypriot.
Cyprian.
It's my Lipo?
I'm not sure. Well, I think he's from Larnaca,
Cyprus.
my dad said. Yeah, he's
Ah,
from
okay.
Cyprus, yeah.
My wife, she's from Poland.
Really?
I mean,
I have plenty of Polish customers. They love my bread.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's probably one of them.
Yeah.
Because she loves Pasadena, and she can speak fluent Polish. Because she
Wow.
was there for 5 years. She lived there for 5 years.
Yeah.
Between 16 and 20, 22.
But that's good.
And yeah, she can speak fluent.
You got
Yeah,
two
but-
kids, right?
Got 2 kids with her. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 boys. She's got 2 daughters as well from a different marriage.
Yeah.
But they all live. We all live together. So 4
Okay.
kids.
That's awesome.
It's full on.
When
It's full on. You met my son.
Yeah. Is it the youngest or the
Who-
second?
Nah,
Is
he's
it
the
Texas Chainsaw
he's
Nathan
the
or-
older.
He's the oldest.
Andrea.
He's the older. Andrea, yeah.
So when the Don took Chris and George to Cyprus back in the 80s,
Yeah.
Who's the oldest?
Chris,
Chris.
he took
The
George,
chef.
and George is
Compliments.
and
to the
George
chef.
is the middle brother, so he's in between me and Chris.
So you're the youngest.
And then there's a girl. I'm younger than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he took them to Cyprus back in the 80s,
Yeah, yeah.
and when they came back,
Yeah.
George couldn't speak English.
Wow.
Chris couldn't speak English, and Chris got
Yeah.
held back a year.
yeah.
in
Far
school.
out. That's
George
like me
was
when
too young. He was only 4 years old.
Well, I went to Greece when I was 4 in '87, and when I got back, I couldn't speak English.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had to
that's what
relearn
happens.
it all. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember for my son was a shock when he came here.
Yeah. How old was he when he came here?
4.
But they were all born. They were all born
Two of
Yeah.
them were born in Italy.
Yeah.
The last one was born in
So it'd
Frankston.
be a shock for him.
in where?
Frankston. In Maryland.
Frankston.
Frankston.
What a place.
I know. Yeah. But I was living in the Mornington Peninsula, so
Yeah.
that's
That's
the closest
beautiful.
from-
Oh yeah.
That's the closest
Yeah,
hospital.
yeah, yeah.
How, did you ever go to Stan's house in Rye?
Yeah, that's where we met.
Yeah. How nice
Yeah,
is it there?
yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
nice.
used to live in Rye. The daughters we used to
Yeah.
go with the same school with my
Did
children.
that be
Yeah.
hard for the kid that came here at 4?
Yeah.
It would have been. Yeah, it would
A
have been.
shock. Also because kindy here only goes for 3 days.
Yeah.
In Italy, it's 8 hours every day, Monday to
every
Friday.
day.
Yeah.
So he's never gonna learn English. So we put him straight into reception,
Yeah.
and that's how he learned. But we held him a year back so he could learn better.
Has he got an
Yeah.
accent now or no?
No, he's
No,
Australian.
he's Australian. Yeah.
He's Australian.
He's Australian.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
No, sometimes the accent might
It's a
carry on.
bogan, actually.
He's
He's
a
a
bogan. So
I met your kids, I think. The
No,
young
you
daughter.
met my daughter. Yeah.
She was born in
And
Italy.
Marco, maybe. She was born in Italy.
Yeah.
And Marco was born
Born
here.
here,
He's
yeah.
the one that speaks the least.
yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately. I
Oh.
think he does it because he's lazy.
He's
probably.
lazy.
Yeah.
But all the kids, we're all older.
Yeah, I was the same. My
It's-
mum is from England,
Yeah.
from Leicester.
Yeah.
And I remember, I remember speaking English with her, and she was speaking English to me because she was my mum. So
Yeah, of course.
that was the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
conversation we had. It was in English. But then at 6 years old, when I started primary school, she started putting test books and started me to read in English. No way.
Yeah.
I'm already going to school. I don't need to go to school now.
Well, Rob reckons it's a biological fact that children learn languages quite easily up to the age of 12.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, they can.
But I think kids learn everything like that. Like you're like a sponge when you're
Yeah.
like a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to learn a different language.
Yes.
I lost my UK accent in about 2 weeks when I moved here at 11 years old, AP
Yeah.
says.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
Amanda says I used to take the Frankston line to get home.
Yeah, because my wife, she's from Melbourne originally.
Yeah.
She grew up in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Then she moved to Poland.
Does she say Melbourne?
No, she's got a really
Melbourne.
like
Melbourne.
Adelaide,
Melbourne.
she's got a real Adelaide accent.
Yeah.
Always been like very English accent.
Yeah,
Melbourne.
I don't
that's the
know
Adelaide
why.
accent.
Yeah, but she's
English.
never lived here, man. Only lived here the last 6 years.
Okay.
That's 6 years.
Because I met her in Perth. Because I used to live in Perth.
What the heck?
Yeah, I met her in Perth.
But you're from Adelaide.
I'm from Adelaide originally, but
Okay.
I went to Perth for 6 years,
Okay.
and I was there for 6 years, and then came back like 6 years ago,
Yeah.
and then obviously met her over there.
So AP's obviously, like you said, came here at 11. He goes, I can't do a UK accent if I tried these days. What's your best UK accent, man?
Can't do it. Oh wait. No, I can't do one, man. It's too hard. No, I can't do it.
Yeah, you can do it. Try it. Just try it.
All right.
Just try it.
What, like?
You got to try to imitate someone.
like someone from Essex or something?
Wait, I don't know. London.
Yeah, they speak
Let's see
like-
posh. Be London.
Oh, hello.
Now do
I'm.
Scouser. Do someone from
You see,
Liverpool.
that's
Reborn.
perfect. Just
What?
hello.
Oh, hello, I am from the Buckingham Palace.
No, too open.
We know like Graham,
No.
like
Buckingham Palace.
Graham Souness, right? Graham Souness, he used to play for Liverpool, but he's Scottish.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
every
I
time
can't
he-
understand.
Yeah, every
Scottish.
time he comes on the microphone, he always says this. He goes, now listen. He goes, I've played the game.
Yeah.
I know what's going on. I've played the game. And so we know you played, man. We used to watch you. Why are you telling us all the fucking time?
There's a guy called the Crazy Scotsman.
Yeah.
Have you seen it on Facebook?
Well, could you imagine?
I'm the Crazy Scotsman, and I'm going to kill you. I
you
can't do it.
imagine
See,
that-
now that sounds Indian.
Can you imagine?
Maybe you can do Indian
I
accent.
can't do it.
See, Rob is saying that as well. Rob goes, so did his wife, lost her Scottish accent.
Yeah.
See, my uncle's married to an Irish lady, right?
Yeah.
And when she's here,
Yeah.
she sounds Australian.
Ah.
But
But
Nick,
she's got back into Ireland.
Nick reckons they went to Cyprus and Ireland together, right? And he goes, he got there,
Yeah.
Forget about it.
and he goes, she got with the family, and he goes, I couldn't understand. He goes, I was looking at my wife, looking at her, and he goes, she was talking to me. And he goes, I didn't know what she was saying.
Oh my
And he goes,
god.
because the accent went, it came back.
They're really strong, the Scottish, eh?
No, the Irish.
Yes.
Is
On the Irish.
But
Sorry,
Scottish
Irish.
is full on too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
struggle with Scottish.
Oh, yeah.
Like but the first time that I went into a very good restaurant in Australia, the second chef in charge, which is said sous chef,
Oh no.
was Scottish, and I was coming from an Italian
Oh,
restaurant.
you would have been.
Man, I could not understand, and he would get upset so quickly. So I was afraid to ask him twice. He was younger than me, but his discipline was just another level.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
an old school chef.
Yeah.
He looked like 40 years old, but he was 26.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was 30
Oh,
years
no.
old.
He was battle hardened.
Yes, absolutely. But the way he was speaking, I couldn't understand a thing. But that was the
Yeah.
best experience because working 14 hours a day just with English speaking people, I've learned.
You learn how to
everything.
speak
Yeah.
it.
And
Did you-
understand it.
Did you find the English language hard to speak? 'Cause
Absolutely.
It's
At the
hard.
beginning.
It's hard.
As I say to many people, I think you need to also. No, it's not just learning the words, but also how to move your mouth.
Of course.
Because, for example, Italian, we pronounce every single letter
Of course.
in a word.
Oh, we don't.
You know,
in
but-
English, it's just sounds.
Yeah.
Sounds,
But
yeah.
I'm sure that in Greek,
Like the Greek alphabet is completely different.
yeah,
to
but you
English.
pronounce every letter as
We
well.
do. It's
We do,
completely
yeah.
different alphabet as well.
Yeah.
We pronounce
But here, yeah, it's
we
hard.
pronounce accents
So
as well.
exactly. So my shift when I started speaking English better was just understanding. Okay, so my mouth, my tongue needs to be much more relaxed if I want to speak English.
Yeah.
But if I have to speak Italian, se devo parlare italiano, you know,
It's
if
more.
I need to speak Italian, my tongue needs to be rigid.
Yeah,
my
of
lips
course.
need to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
rigid. My,
I'll tell
my
you,
jaw needs to be
There's
rigid.
I'll tell you, there's one thing my dad,
That's
the
I
awesome.
could not believe
no,
it.
the Don, my dad always says this to me,
Yeah,
and he does it to his mates because when he came, he was working in the government. He was working with, and they're all like his best friends now. All these are Aussies,
Yeah, yeah.
but he always says that the Western world cannot roll their tongues.
no,
No.
no, we can't. We can't.
The Western
It's a-
world do not roll their tongues like the Europeans. The
No, they don't.
Europeans
No, that's right.
roll their tongues when they
Right.
say words. Yeah, they do.
Roberto.
You know, like our last name originally. Our last name starts.
I can't do that. I can't do it.
Roberto
Can you do
Baggio.
No, I can't do it.
Roberto
Baggio.
You said it's your best favorite player.
Can't
Oh,
do
I
it.
like. He was one
Italian
of my favorite
favorite?
Italian. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, listen, my favorite Italian player was Maldini,
Okay.
but Roberto Baggio because I love.
I think
I'm an
Maldini
attacker.
was one of the best defenders.
Yeah, because
ever.
I'm a forward.
Yeah.
He was amazing,
Yeah.
Baggio.
I think-
Apart from that one moment in the '94 World Cup,
But everyone
the-
forgets that the captain missed one.
Yeah.
I always remember
Baresi,
that.
Maldini and Baggio. All of three.
But AC
No, but
was
you
the
remember-
captain of the
no,
nation.
but
He
I
didn't know
remember-
what
yeah,
it
but
is.
you know that he
Yeah, I know.
played with the injured
Yeah, no,
knee.
he did,
They
yeah.
operated 20
I-
days before.
I remember Roberto Baggio missing it because he was the last one to do it,
Of
and that's
course.
what won in the game.
Do you
So,
know the next World Cup he opened it with a penalty scored?
yeah.
Yeah.
98.
Yeah.
there you go.
We deserved to win that cup.
Probably.
We smashed France. We lost because Di Biagio kicked it on the bar.
'98.
Yeah,
98.
it's on
France
98.
World Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
We did a
It-
quarter final against
Yeah,
France.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
And they won the World Cup that year.
They
Yeah,
did.
they beat
But like
Brazil.
we were very strong in 2000 and,
Italy was strong that
Speak
whole
well.
period.
in Korea,
Yeah.
in Japan.
Yeah.
But,
Well, yeah.
but the referee was bought out.
Yeah, they-
Was that
By the
two-
Koreans.
2002.
It was 2-2? 2-2.
Yeah, 2002.
They were
yeah.
strong. They had a very strong period, Italy,
Yes.
at the time.
20 years.
Real strong period.
From 1991 that we were supposed to
Yeah.
win, that
and
Argentina
it was
won.
like
No, Germany won. 1992. 1990.
Germany.
Italy,
Yeah,
90.
Italia 90, yeah.
I mean, for me, I still got 04. You know, Euro.
Yeah.
Was pretty happy.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's the only thing you
they-
can remember.
That's all I
They-
can. That's all we've got.
Yeah,
They-
you beat Portugal there.
We
Yeah.
beat everyone.
We beat them in the
We beat
they beat
everyone.
them in the opening game
Yes.
and in the final.
Yeah.
Did we lose that? Did we ever lose a game there? We might have
No.
drew.
Otherwise, we do the.
They would've
we didn't
drawn.
won.
We would have drawn, but we
they,
didn't lose.
they beat Portugal in the opening game
Yeah.
and
In the end,
final.
yeah, I know.
No, but and Rob always makes a point. It shows how bad their coach was.
Yeah.
That Greece beat them, and
Twice.
he didn't do anything differently in
No.
in the next game.
Yeah.
He went exactly the same.
And it was only like little headers that got it.
Haristeas played out of his skin.
We had a good defense. Our defense was
Branios
kind of good.
Stelas played out of his skin.
Yeah.
Most of the players were
They
playing
did.
Italy as well. at that
Seteridis
time.
played out of his skin. He was playing for Atletico Madrid. He was amazing.
See, Italy were good back then.
Yeah, they were very good.
So
Very good. They had a team then.
Yeah, we
And then
lost.
the next World Cup, they knocked Australia out. 06.
Yeah, but that's was.
No, I'm just saying,
Come
that's
on.
when
We
they were
need to-
good.
I'm honest, and Grosso has been very smart.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about the other night. That's what Rob said. Rob goes,
That's smart.
listen,
Knowing having their head in the game.
It may be a penalty, but he knew what he was doing. He
Yeah.
was smart, yeah.
It was a penalty. You can't say
It
that
was a
wasn't
penalty, but he
penalty,
knew it was smart.
but he forced the
Of course
penalty.
he did. Of course.
But I remember, I tell everybody when they ask me, what do you think of soccer? I tell this. So I remember 6 years old when I started playing, my coach telling me, if somebody touches you in the penalty area, just go there.
Yeah, oh, of course.
And
of
they teach
course.
you that 6 years old. How
Of course
can
they
it
do.
be
We
a
were taught
genuine
that.
sport?
Yeah, I know.
It can't be.
can't be no.
No.
When are you doing that?
That's why I love Messi. That every time they try to put
He
him
stays
down,
on
he
his feet,
stays
yeah.
up.
Oh, really? Doesn't
He
he?
stays
he's
up. And
solid.
even if he put
Low
him
center
down,
of gravity.
if he sees that he's got a chance to keep going,
Yeah.
he still goes up.
That's
You should see
I
some.
agree.
You should see some videos on YouTube of him keeping the ball, even he's on the ground, turning around and just starting getting
amazing,
up and go. He's the best player ever. People can say whatever they want.
I know, he's amazing.
the best.
He's amazing.
He's the best.
Do you put him up against like the Pele or
Yeah, better
or-
than anybody.
better than Pele, better than Maradona?
Yeah, because the game is different now. It's faster. It's more difficult. There's more technique, more
See,
tactics.
that's why football is the beautiful game, man.
Yeah.
So many opinions.
It is
Yeah.
beautiful. It is beautiful.
But
I like
I
it.
also have to be honest. I only saw the last few years of Maradona.
Exactly. That's right.
But I
See,
know
like
that
my-
at the time there
my
were some
dad-
of the best defenders in the world,
my
and they will
dad-
break your legs.
Like my dad
Mm.
watched, he's seen Pele live,
Yeah.
Maradona live, and he thinks Pele is the best player ever.
Yeah,
And he's
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
all of them.
yeah.
It's just
Everyone's
like me.
seen
I
that.
said the best player I've ever seen is the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And I stand by that. That's
But
that's
he
just my
lasted
opinion.
too short.
But
We're
exactly,
talking
his
about
career
players
wasn't
that
as long.
played
Of course.
at the top
Yeah,
for
of course.
25 years.
Messi had such a
Oh,
long,
yeah, of course.
long career, and that's you have to credit
Like,
them. To
he
it, of
scored the
course.
first goal at 17 years old
Oh, no,
against the
it's
Real
amazing.
Madrid.
I know, it's amazing.
Oh,
It's
he's good.
amazing. Rob says Dutch/German people can't pronounce TH as in like three.
The-
They'll say
the-
tree.
No,
Yeah.
Italian
Well,
as well.
I remember when I was
Ronaldo.
younger. John used to when I was younger. I was growing up with John, and
Yeah.
he used to say free.
Free.
I'm
Keep
like,
saying-
what?
yeah,
Free?
Free.
Yeah,
No, three.
Yeah.
Three.
Yeah.
Free.
but that's how they teach you to make it easier for you.
John's
Yeah,
free.
of course.
Yeah, of course. But I reckon English is the hardest language to
It is
learn
one of the hardest.
because it's like one word can mean something different.
Yeah. But I think as European, because we learn the alphabet another way,
Yeah,
we,
that's
are,
right.
we are a more advantage
Of
of,
course.
learning
It's
it.
funny trying to teach because your kids come home to read,
Yeah.
and they're like, why does that word mean
Do you know
something different when it's
Do you
the
know
same
how many
word?
guys like I said I played soccer with from Africa?
Yeah.
That once they've learned, they tell me they go English is mind blowing
Yeah.
because African there's like a sentence, it's like one little noise,
Yeah.
and they tell you that it's like they just say like a word
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
means a whole sentence. Like
Where here it's like
we're here, it's like a whole thing, you know. And they
Yeah, yeah,
go once we learn, it's like mind blowing. Like
Yeah,
it's-
Yeah.
So
Your English is very good, by the way.
Thank you.
Very good.
how long you been in Australia?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Yeah.
Did you know English before you came here?
Just
A little
school
bit.
level.
Just school level.
Yeah,
No.
very good.
How are you?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah.
With that
Yeah.
accent.
Did you have to go to like special schools
No.
when you got here, or just as you said?
Just
Yeah.
started working. I
Started
was
working.
a father already. I had to provide. I had
Yeah.
to make sure that my family could come
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So,
Is your wife from Italy as well?
yes. My ex-wife, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the wife you're with now, she's from here.
She's my partner, yes.
Your partner.
From here, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
See, we
I'm only 4 minutes away, actually.
Are you?
Where
I
about
cannot
that?
believe
Where
it.
are you?
Pasadena.
Oh, he's in Darlington.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
not far, yeah.
We always been,
Yeah, yeah.
I knew about you before I even came to Adelaide because every time I was speaking to Stan,
Yeah, you'll be 2 seconds.
I would
Oh.
tell him, oh, Elisa's got my ex-wife has parents in Adelaide, relatives in Adelaide. He'd
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
Oh, I have my cousin is in Darlington.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And then we ended up a meeting. So
See,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
in the, it's
Stan's a
in the
legend, man.
cards.
See, this AP makes a good point. See, for Giuseppe, like people like us that know more languages. See what he's saying? He goes, I couldn't imagine learning another language. Because it's not easy to go just learn another language.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
but you learned English probably when you were young.
My dad would have taught us Greek first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you probably until 3-4 years old before you went to kindy, your
Yeah,
first language was Greek.
100%.
Do you still speak Greek?
Yeah,
Can you
I
speak?
do, yes.
Yeah, fluently.
Yeah.
So for me, I had to force myself to learn English and trying to learn it as better as I can. I still
Of
have an
course,
Italian
yeah,
of
accent,
course.
but I'm sure that if you
My-
speak Greek, you have a Greek accent.
My dad still to this day, like when Chris even says it. So he's been here since 1969,
Yeah,
and you can still hear he's got an accent.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, of course.
You can hear it.
because I think you learn with two different brains.
Of course.
When I went to Greece,
Oh yeah, of course.
when I went to Greece and I was talking to the Greeks
Yeah.
in my Greek when I was talking
With
Greek,
the Australian Greek accent.
yeah, and they could tell that I wasn't from there. They go, "You're not from here, man. You're
Because
from
you don't have
somewhere
that
else."
accent.
Yeah, I got what? I couldn't hear my
No,
accent
of
because when I'm speaking Greek, I think I'm just talking like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently
Yeah.
I had an accent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
AP.
They used to
Some
laugh at me.
languages are relatively easy, Rob. The experts say, Rob said, which is like that's what I'm saying. Like some of those, I think it's African ones are meant to be easy. I know a few Spanish words. I guess if you're deep in the culture, you'll pick it up quick
Yeah.
by brute force to survive.
Yeah. Exactly.
There you go. And
So
Zakao says
we
hello.
learn what we need.
Zach Howell's here.
Zakao says hi, KP, Chris C, and the new guest Giuseppe. How are you guys
Hello,
and
everybody.
everyone on the live chat tonight?
Zach Howell is a very special.
He is. He's always
One of our
supports us.
special fans that comes in and
Always supports
always
us.
supports us.
Says hello
and,
to
yeah,
everyone.
he's always there.
Always.
I think we should do a giveaway.
A giveaway.
We got to
Yeah.
give one for Zakao.
Well, we already did a giveaway and we haven't
you?
given away
We
yet.
got to give one. We got to get in.
Well, I'm happy to fund you with some sourdough if
There
you
you
like.
go.
In sourdough, somebody in Adelaide.
What we'll do
They
is,
can
so
win
we got who we got? We got Rob. We got Don't At Me.
What do they have to do to win it?
I don't know. Share and comment and subscribe.
There you go.
Well, you know, for you guys that have just come into the show, we were talking about it earlier. Giuseppe does have his own YouTube
I'm
channel,
gonna bring that up.
and I'll bring it up, guys. So
Absolutely.
if you guys could, everyone go and subscribe to is it
Healthy Nasty
Healthy
Kitchen.
Nasty Kitchen.
H&K.
H&K.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/@NastyKitchen. He's got a big following there, guys, and yeah, he's got awesome videos that teaches you about sourdough, and there's a lot of different things on there, isn't
I
there?
think it's about time to try it.
I think it is too. I think it is too.
I'm very
Because
looking
you
forward.
bought your own knife, we got to do this.
Absolutely.
But guys, make sure you
Oh,
subscribe.
that's the only reason.
Yeah.
But guys, yeah, make sure you check him out on.
Chris has been telling me
YouTube.
about this sourdough's coming
Yeah.
all week, so we got to
Oh.
try it.
By the way, the link for Giuseppe's YouTube channel is in the description below,
Yeah.
guys. So make sure
So
you
go,
check it out.
please click on it. Please subscribe.
Please subscribe to him, guys.
Giuseppe's been so
There you go.
kind to.
That looks amazing.
So
Yeah.
How long?
was that the fermentation?
So
Do you want to
this
explain
one-
the whole thing of this?
This one started fermenting on Sunday.
On Sunday?
So yesterday I shaped it,
Yep.
and today I baked it.
Can you explain to me the fermenting process? Because I've got no idea.
So,
I have really
Here we go,
zero
ready?
idea.
so basically, what you need to do: mix flour and water,
Yep.
and wait that this bait, we call it bait,
Yep.
attracts bacteria. These bacteria start living into the bread.
Right.
Not into the bread, into the
Into
flour
the-
and water. Some of them live already into the flour. So you just by mixing the water, you create an environment for them to strive, to live. And they multiply away, they multiply, you feed your culture to give more nutrients so they can
Yeah.
multiply, become more and more and more.
Yep.
And once the starter culture is ready, mature enough to ferment more dough, you start adding into your dough.
Yeah.
Exactly like you would use
And
yeast.
it's like a sourdough starter, isn't it?
That's a sourdough starter. Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited. That's.
Aren't you surprised that I know all this stuff?
I am surprised.
Well, AP says I've subscribed to your channel. He says worth it just for learning how you do your pizza base.
Yeah, there's a
And-
video there.
Rob says when I first moved out of home on my own, my kitchen was nasty. Note the different note the different spelling. He says nasty with a Y. So
And Rob, if you can get in touch with the guy that won the
yes, it's a
Dino who won the giveaway, and get us in so we can give him his
He can contact
giveaway.
me and we can sort it.
So, would you like some butter on it?
No, let's
plain?
try it like this. Is it? We'll try it. Does it? If it's that
goodness.
good, does it need butter? That's what
No.
I'll say. Exactly.
Like if you were testing this, like what would you look for? Like the softness.
So
The balance.
first thing, you check the structure of the bread and
Yeah.
the smell.
Look at that guy.
The smell
You know what
of the
I'm doing?
crumb
Yeah.
and the
Oh.
crust.
See, I don't know if I can get up for the.
Oh,
How
wait.
good is that on there? Can we show them? You can see the
Oh yeah.
the gaps in it. Everyone can see it. Look at that. Looks
Yeah, the crumb.
amazing.
So-
Because
crumb-
I saw you on a show, and people were like, people were gathered around you.
Oh, they loved it. When I was
Yeah.
in Melbourne doing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
masterclass,
Wow.
yeah. That was my first public event
that was
sponsored by someone. Yeah,
that was awesome.
that was amazing. Great feedback. I received a few emails from people that were
Cheers.
there.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
So you smell it, smell the crust,
Smells
caramelized,
beautiful.
nutty,
That smelled nice.
And this flour is from Flinders Ranges, so it's local. I try to work with
So
locals.
when you make
good, that's great.
if you make I know like with pizza you do a tipo flour.
Yeah.
What flour do you use?
That's probably a 0,
0.
no 00.
So 00 for pizza
So
because it's finer, isn't it?
exactly,
That's what it is.
yeah. But so the finest the flour, the easier the faster the fermentation, because
Yeah.
the element of the bacteria has
Yeah.
to heat is smaller.
Yeah, cool.
Just makes sense. It's like you having a souvlaki or
Yeah.
a gyros that big. How long
Yeah.
it takes you to eat it?
Of course.
But if it's that small with the same amount of nutrients, how long are you gonna take to eat it?
Well, that's the question I was going to ask you, because like we did, the topic of the show was, is sourdough good?
Let's-
Is sourdough
Let's
better for you?
let's cheers
Absolutely.
and eat it.
It is. You eat it and you let me know.
All right.
I can hear the crust.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful because the crust is beautiful and it's got
Mate,
that beautiful flavor.
this with some butter.
Not
Put a
This-
poached egg.
Don't even need butter.
No.
when I give this a bit of a toast in the morning
Yeah.
before work. It's
Oh,
gonna be
you
beautiful.
got 3 loaves here.
Exactly.
So with toast, this would be amazing.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And the,
Alfred is gonna
so
take,
what
take
happens?
your heart and
What
loaf under
happens
his
during
pillow.
sourdough fermentation? They have 2 creatures living basically. The fungi that creates the gas, the carbon dioxide.
Some people say Chris is a fun guy.
I was born with fungi.
Yeah. You expanded.
Yeah.
And then you have the lactic acid bacteria
Yeah.
that gives the sourness to the dough. If you're able to balance that, you have a wonderful product. But
So do you make these to sell,
yes,
and do you also make these at Pasadena?
I can't make them anymore. I used to when I was in charge.
Yeah.
I used to make my own sourdough. That's how I created my audience.
Yep.
And that's the customer that kept buying from me. But of course, I left to go back in the kitchen
Yeah.
to work in a cafe in the city.
Mhm.
And then I came back, so I lost my leadership. Yeah.
So what do you make?
I just do what they want.
Right.
Just do what they want.
Can anyone else see the
beautiful,
cartoon
man.
scent of bread drift across the screen? Rob is saying there's a nice scent, the lines. And Jess,
beautiful,
that's my wife, my partner
Beautiful.
Jess.
It's a little too sour for me. but-
Jess has said she's subscribed.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, everybody.
Rob says he'll contact Dino about that prize. Do you cross the bottom of the bread before you start slicing, Giuseppe?
No, I don't.
No,
Is there
Amanda
a
says-
ceremony thing?
Maybe it's just a Polish thing with the Catholics. Must be
Maybe.
a Catholic
But
thing.
my nonna taught me never
nice,
to
man.
put the bread upside down.
There you go.
So it's a sin.
That's a
It's a
thing.
sin.
There you go.
Yeah. Never upside down, never waste it.
It's funny that those little
Man, that's
those,
nice.
those
Thank you.
European quirks like
More?
that they've got
I
there.
have this one. This
Yeah.
is the best.
The crust. So, why do people not like
Yeah.
the end?
You
bit
want
of
you want to share a
toast?
cutting
I
now?
love the
Yeah,
end
cut in
bit of toast of bread. I don't know why people don't like it.
Well, I guess one of the problems of sourdough that people won't like is the sourness.
So you live at Pasadena now? I just,
Around Pasadena, I
Oh,
have my own. So when I sleep with my girlfriend, I'm at Pasadena, and when I have my own house, it's Old Ranella, and I have the micro bakery in Edwardstown. So everything's very close.
so if someone wants to order from you, do you just go to your house, or how does it happen?
No, so I only do wholesale because
Yeah.
the micro bakery is just a laboratory, so it doesn't have a shop front.
Uh-huh.
And I supply a shop in O'Halloran Hill, Fruit Mart.
Okay.
Every Saturday, I deliver there about 20 loaves, but everybody can contact me within 48 hours. They can receive the bread. They can contact me on my phone number or by email or on my social media.
I haven't put your email stuff on there.
We'll add it.
We'll add it to the description, guys. If you want, we can add it to the description so people can find you.
We had a pizza bar in Trop Park
Did you?
in the year about 97 to 2000.
How many shops did you have?
That was my dad's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was
Maybe
first.
you can mentor me.
Yeah,
That's my
no.
dream. I want to have a shop.
Yeah. Oh, listen, you can sit down with him and talk about shops. He knows what he's talking about with that stuff.
That's
We'll
good.
get you here one night.
We want to
with
get him on the show actually and talk about.
Maybe when you have it on the show, invite me.
Oh,
too.
you can come. And usually he's here,
Yeah.
and it's.
we want to talk about the Greek church debacle.
We want to talk about the Cyprus turkey thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things on talk. Is sourdough gluten free, Giuseppe? Rob
No,
says?
it's not.
Nope.
No,
There
but
you
it
go.
lowers the amount of gluten exponentially.
So why is it better for you?
So for mainly 3 reasons. The first one is because the wheat, it's fermented. So
Does the
this
bacteria do something for your stomach? Is that
No, they
No?
do for the wheat.
okay?
So the wheat is not really good for us because it contains gluten. Gluten, as you can see by the word, contains glue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It becomes a glue that sticks to your intestine.
Yeah.
So what the fermentation helps to break down all these substances like gluten and protein and sugars. So it's very low low GI.
GI,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it lowers your glycemic index.
It's beautiful.
So
It's
very
nice.
good for people with diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, some doctors don't suggest it anyway because some people can't have it. And it's not suggested for celiac because, of course, there's gluten, but the amount of gluten can ridiculously go down.
Mm-hmm.
So if you let, for example, ferment sourdough for 5 or 6 days, it won't hold its shape anymore because there's no gluten anymore. So the gluten what creates basically just creates a balloon,
That's why
and the gas blows it.
is that what? That's why gluten-free pizza base is very flat.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah.
Unless it's got some powders in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So-
it still has gluten.
Rob says
Okay.
the local Lebanese pizza guy George Orca has been sentenced to jail for 17 years. There's a market opening, Giuseppe.
There you go.
The local pizza guy is leaving town. There you go.
Where?
Well, and if Rob is saying local to him,
Yeah.
that's in Adelaide. We call that Little Italy down there, Campbelltown and all that.
Oh
so-
my goodness, it's far.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
that's
far.
Little
innit?
Italy,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. There's a lot of them.
Hatherstone.
Yeah. Oh, they're all
Campbelltown.
down there.
Yeah.
Dino
And,
said his size is medium. It's a H. Well, that's for the hoodie, but does he want something else instead of?
Like instead of the PlayStation gift card, we
if
can
he
give him
doesn't
something
play
else.
PlayStation, just let
us know.
Just contact us, Rob.
Like contact us and yeah, we'll try and contact him.
I love fermented wheat, but most people call it whiskey. Rob said.
That's exactly the same thing,
you
basically.
go.
What happens? It's a different bacteria
Yep.
that produce different alcohol.
Yep.
But there's alcohol fermentation, alcohol production in this one as well.
Yeah. So if I was to just leave it there and like,
Yeah.
how long does it last until it goes bad?
It won't go bad.
It won't go bad
No,
for a
because of
while.
the acidity,
Yeah.
at least a week.
At least
You
a
can-
week.
You
Okay.
can leave this one on the bench upside down like that, so the crumb doesn't get dry
Yeah.
for 3-4 days easily.
Does your
Okay.
grandma say it's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
you
long
can
as
keep
Nonna-
it that
as long
way.
as
You
Nonna
can't.
says
You
that,
can't
it's
keep
the
it
best.
upside
Oh,
down.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The culo is the best part.
Yes,
Don't at me
the
says.
cooler is the
Yeah.
best part.
There you go.
Always.
The cooler.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. The culo.
Yeah,
You
cooler
know
is
what I'm
yes.
saying? Yeah, exactly. Well, the
I
grease,
mean,
that's what
you
we
know,
say.
Don't At Me did start off the message by saying he doesn't like stale
Yeah, you
dough.
don't
So
like stale-
I just think he's
explain.
wrong
Explain that to us, Don't At Me, because it was
because
I'll
it was
tell you what,
beautiful.
It was next
Good.
level.
I don't know how he doesn't like that.
Listen, if
Maybe
there's
he's never tried mine.
you got to go to
100%.
Healthy
what I tell
Nasty
people.
Kitchen, follow one of his videos, and make one of these guys because it's
It's
next
easy.
level.
It's easy.
It's easy. There you go. It's telling you it's
It's
easy.
Some people are afraid of the process. They think it takes 2 days,
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah.
But it's not true. I mean, if you can set...
Well, you're not going to sit there and watch it ferment, are you? You're going to put it away.
No.
So-
Yeah.
If you work 5 minutes every day is a lot.
Yeah.
And you can do other stuff. It's
Of
very good
course.
for people that live at home. They have children to look
Of
after.
course.
You know, to have chores. And they don't have to buy it. You know, you spend only 25
Yeah.
cents, 50 cents, 75 cents on a loaf
Yeah.
of bread. It's actually healthy.
So is this cooked in a wood oven or no? Just a
No,
conventional
electric
oven.
started,
Yeah.
Not
cool.
conventional. But
Oh
Could you
yeah,
cook-
electric. Yeah.
Could you do it in the wood oven?
yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the.
Would
Original
that
way.
give a different taste?
It might give that wood flavor depending
It will
on what
give
you.
a different crust.
Yeah, crowd. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
because you can't cook with fire, so
Yeah.
you don't have smoke.
No.
You only can use the heat from the bricks.
That's right.
Otherwise, you will burn it
Yeah.
because it needs to stay
What
in
I
there
do
for
when
at
I
least
do-
50 minutes.
When I cook some bread after I've used the oven,
Exactly.
I'll take the coals
Yeah,
out and
exactly.
just the heat, close the door.
Oh,
put the-
right. Okay.
That's how
put
you
the
do
bread
it.
in there,
The residual.
Yeah.
heat.
Because he's got the wood oven at the back here.
I've got one here and at Victor.
Yeah.
I built both of them.
I know. Hey, I know because I've lifted it.
Yeah.
We can do a summer episode in
We
the
can
open. Yeah,
definitely. Well, no, we'll make
We'll
pizzas. One
definitely
night.
have
We'll
to-
get Giuseppe
we
to
have to
judge
come.
them. We'll
absolutely.
get Giuseppe to judge them.
We live around the corner, so
exactly.
you know.
He's got to come now. He's got to come meet the Don. It's-
The Don,
Yeah,
oh, you're gonna love the
He's going to
Don.
get upset that he didn't get some sourdough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Well,
he's
You
gonna be
can
really
bring it to
upset.
him.
you know what will be the funniest part?
What?
Giuseppe will be here giving us food, but my dad will be over there giving us food too. He's always making something.
Oh yeah.
He'll be-
There's some. He does some nice, some
He'll be
really
putting
nice
his hand
stuff.
over, going here.
Like
here.
so some really authentic Cypriot stuff
Some
that
Greek,
you
Greek
wouldn't.
Cypriot things.
I wouldn't never. Yeah, I never had them before.
But you know, it's in our blood.
Of
We
course.
share community,
It is.
culture
Of course.
with food.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than food and wine, and you know, spending time with people around it.
Especially like the Greek and the Italian cultures are very similar.
Yeah,
And they.
Don't at me's laughing. He says, "Listen, I've never tried Giuseppe's sourdough."
that's it.
He
That's
goes,
what I
"Only
said.
coals." And then
That's not fucking sourdough.
Amanda's
Sorry
cracking
for
up
sore.
laughing.
No, you can swear.
She says, "Coles is Hess," and then Don't at me says, "So Hess."
Well, if
And
you
Amanda
if you
says
read the
that's food
label
people.
of sourdoughs are coals, there's written yeast as well.
There you go. So they're lying.
So basically,
That's
yeah.
right.
They shouldn't even call it sourdough just because there is 1%
That's right.
of it.
Exactly.
I've never tried the sourdough there, so.
Yeah.
No, it's
They buy it from Melbourne. They don't
When I
make
go
it.
to the central markets, you see people selling, I think, sourdough there.
yeah,
They
they
do,
would. They'd probably.
No, it's really nice, man.
No, and another thing that sourdough is good for is for phytic acid. Phytic acid slows the absorption of minerals. So if you're having a wholemeal sourdough, for example, you want to have the absorption of the minerals because it's filled with zinc, magnesium, potassium, and we need that for a healthy lifestyle.
This is obviously just a white sourdough.
It's a white sourdough. But
so then how do you go to make, like I said, a sourdough rye? You just use the rye flour, is that?
Yeah, you add percentages of rye instead of white. So the more you add rye, the less expansion you will see in the crumb.
Yeah.
Because there is
Rye's
less
more
gluten,
dense, isn't it?
Yeah, there is less gluten,
Yeah.
so it absorbs more water, but there is less strength in holding the gas.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. No, it's very interesting.
I meal my own grains. I buy my own grains, so I have a small mill at
Yeah.
home, and that comes from Germany.
Yeah.
And when I first started blogging, I contacted and said, "Look, I'm a blogger. You want to send me your machine for free?" And they said, "Not for free, but we can give you cost price."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got it, and this is how I started it. And thanks to my creativity as a chef and my understanding, it's much broader than just baking.
Yeah.
I toast my grains, I ferment my grains, I soak my grains. I do different things just because I want to do something special for the customers.
Giuseppe sounds like more, he come in and he said, I'm a baker. I said, he sounds more like a scientist.
He does. He does, man. He does, like a science experiment.
Saying all these words that...
We went to Dawes Road, man.
Doesn't know the school.
We went to Dawes Road. We went to the worst school in that.
That's all right. You're learning. I'm learning. Right. We're all learning. Life is a learning journey.
I feel like I'm in a science class.
You learn something new every day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what's the end goal for you? Like, where do you want to, like you said you want to have a store.
Yeah, I was going to say, before you answer that, you said you want a shop. You want to start a shop. What sort of a shop? Pizza or...
I would love to do pizza. I would love to have a pizzeria.
What sort?
Sourdough
pizza?
Sourdough pizza? No, my own pizza.
Yeah, so, but not wood oven?
Yeah, wood oven. Yeah. I have this beautiful vision in my mind. Why do you need to have only one oven?
I agree. I've said that to Chris.
Yeah, that's true.
I said that to Chris. I said there's a thing, because
so true.
I've cooked in them all, and I said there's something good about a conveyor oven. There's something good about a brick. There's something good about a wood. They've all got a different flavor.
Why can't everybody experience that? Why can't create in Adelaide a degustation pizzeria?
You'll be the only store that does that. There's no one else does that.
I'm gonna go work for Giuseppe.
Yeah. With nobody works for me. They work with
exactly. Me. There you go.
Oh, that's a good. That's
the crust
good. Like
on the bread looks next level, man. It is.
Yeah,
it is really nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, maybe.
Who said that? Who said that, Amanda? Your wife? Yeah. So you get some.
You'll get some.
So you said it probably won't go bad for like 3 weeks.
No, not 3 weeks. 4 days.
4 days. Sorry.
Yeah. But if you keep it in a tea towel.
No, I'm saying, so if it's say you keep it in the paper bag.
Yeah. It won't. The crust will get harder, but the crumb will stay soft.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's why sourdough is so crusty.
Yeah.
So the thicker is the crust, the longer will be the shelf life of the bread. So cut off the little bit, half a centimeter.
Yeah.
You can toast it. You can put it in a soup. You can.
Whatever.
You know, my nonna used to have
crumbs for a soup.
It's called the zuppa di latte. So she would have a night if she wasn't very hungry, she would boil the milk.
Yeah.
And all the crust of the bread would go into the milk, and she would eat that.
Yeah.
Well,
it's so funny you say that. Like, so it's a Europe. Like my dad is like that. Like it's the next day you use what you had the day before for something to cook.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like it's
well, especially now where like prices of things are just so expensive, ridiculous. You know, you're gonna have to do that now. Anyway.
But to answer your question of what my dream is, my dream is to be able to inspire other people to chase their own dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To believe in what the call is, to believe in what they want to do. So, I think bread for now is my vehicle to get into people.
Yeah.
To communicate, to share my values, my brands.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future holds in for me, but what I'm trying to build slowly, it's awareness about myself, about my brand, delivering a product, because always product, it's a good way of making money, and to show off, your values, your character, who you are, and of course, thanks to social media, we are very lucky now that we can do that. Because it could be a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You can expose yourself negatively, or you can expose yourself genuinely. And I've used social media. I think I have a lot to learn, but smartly to create a small audience of people that follow me, that learn from me, that buy from me because they trust me.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I do a lot for free. I don't care. Money is not everything I'm chasing.
No. I say that to Chris. I say it's not. No, but we always say that it's
Well, we're not
as
like
long as you're enjoying it.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
enjoy doing
The
what we
good
do
stuff will
here.
come. The
Absolutely.
other stuff will come.
I mean, we would like to do this full time.
Absolutely.
Because
We love it.
we don't love what we do outside of work.
Absolutely. I
But,
think we can do it.
I think we
course,
can,
of
and it's because we love it and we enjoy it, and
of
it's a
course.
good bond as well because you get to see
Absolutely.
your mates every time. That's
Yeah.
why I love it too.
Oh,
Well, that's how Joe Rogan started. With his mates.
Correct.
exactly.
That's right.
13,
So,
14 years ago.
I mean, we could
Nobody
be
watched him.
Announcers at the UFC
Yeah.
down the track.
Yeah.
See,
We'll be chastising people.
You need to be you.
Yeah,
And you
of
are
course.
you.
That's
You
what we
you.
are, yeah.
That's
Of
the
course.
wonderful thing about. That's what I said to you before the show. I really like your show because you are genuine, because you are who you are. There's no, trying
No
to be
pretending.
someone else, not
Yeah.
pretending.
no, we are genuine, and
Yeah.
you see what we get, and we have.
This is what you get.
That's what you get.
Chris is the same person that I
Yeah.
met
you
on
met-
the page.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, of
Exactly.
course, yeah.
Exactly
there
the
you
same
go.
one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, yeah, it was nice meeting that
Yeah.
day. Yeah, and
That's how we started.
Stan is like our cousin, one of my cousins, Stan, who's friends with Giuseppe. Such a top bloke. So like
Yeah.
for you to be friends with him, just
So,
talks about your character.
so,
He's just
we're-
a good bloke.
from what I can tell, is we're forcing Stan to come on the show, right? Because he doesn't want it.
Trying to.
Well, we
But
could
get
call
him.
him. We should try and give him a call.
We'll just get him. We'll just get him on here. What are you
he's watching the AFL draft.
So
tonight.
he's not gonna answer. You think?
Probably not.
We can try.
Can't he
Love
just
it.
read the draft? What are you going to watch?
But if I call
He
him,
loves
he'll
it, man.
will answer me.
He probably won't
Did you
answer
tell him I
Chris.
was coming on
I
the
told
show?
you, yeah.
Oh, probably won't answer then.
He won't answer.
Nah.
What's interesting about watching the draft?
He's so
Because he
into
loves it.
He loves
Yeah,
it.
no, but
You love
Well,
Manchester
if
United.
they
yeah,
were-
no,
if
but
it-
what are you going to watch the kid walk up? You could read
Yeah,
it.
if there was draft for soccer football, you will watch it too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, the NFL draft is massive in America.
Yeah. Well,
So it's not as big here. AFL draft's not as big, but I don't know.
Different
He
type
just,
of draft,
but he analyzes like every little youngster coming through, So
he's passionate.
and
He's passionate.
and his
about
team Hawthorn, he's a Hawthorn supporter.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of picks, so he wants to see who they get, and
Yeah.
he's very So
Didn't
I want to.
GWS get number one draft or something?
Yeah, they got Cadman, but see, I want to get him on the AFL podcast
Yeah.
next year. I did ask him because he's got so much knowledge, but
Yeah.
he's not really.
I told you, just call him. Don't tell him that you're doing the show.
Exactly.
Just call him.
Start asking questions after 5 minutes.
Say
you
to
can-
him-
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you are on the show
Just say,
live.
say, listen, I'm just going to do a Skype call with you. I just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And just put him on and then say later, about 10 minutes in, go, you're on the show, so you may as well stay.
Yeah,
But do you guys have podcast only on Spotify as well?
we did.
Chris was getting
We did, but then
uploaded.
I don't know, I stopped paying it and it just stopped.
You don't have to pay.
Why?
You can use Anchor FM.
What's that?
I'll send you the link. So
you
basically,
go.
you just
Giuseppe
upload
knows.
the audio track or even the video. You can upload the video from there. So download it from YouTube once it's live.
Yeah.
You download it from there. Go to Anchor FM, create your account. It's free, and
Oh, is that like a buzz sprout? Like it's a
yeah,
a
but
host.
it's Anchor FM. It goes everywhere.
It's like a host.
That's how I host my podcast. You can record from there.
Oh,
you can
because
have
I was paying like $30
No,
a
you
month.
don't have to pay. That's free. They pay you actually.
They pay me.
Yeah, but you need to have American bank account.
That's okay.
Oh, that's okay. We can get one of them.
Yeah.
not really.
We got a Swiss bank account.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. After the show, give us some more info. That
Yeah.
sounds good.
Like,
Absolutely,
remember in
absolutely.
Taken, in the new Taken, they were like, Swiss bank accounts aren't that secretive anymore.
No.
No.
So, Amanda says, who do you go for, Giuseppe? I think she's talking about AFL. Do you go for an AFL team?
Yeah.
Please.
I met Stan,
So you're a Hawks,
Hawks.
fan.
so my Hawks fan.
Yeah.
You know,
He
you
loves it.
don't have to be a Hawks fan.
Yeah, I know, but you know what it is when
Let
you
me-
come to a country and you
Yeah, of
get
course.
into the culture. Hawthorn was winning at that time.
Yeah.
It was
And you've been
2012,
here, how long did you say?
2013,
10 years, yeah.
2014,
That was the
2015.
best. Yeah.
They lost one
I
final
know.
for 5. So
That was strong.
I hated him.
Yeah.
I hated him for a while.
yeah.
Well, it's like I
So
said
that's
to
what I
you-
like.
2014, man.
It's
was
like I
a
said to you
heartbreak.
before. Remember, I was telling you about my dad. He come here and the guys said to him, "Let's go to football." He thought he was going to watch soccer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they took him to a Bays game, Glenelg.
Glenelg,
There was
yeah.
no AFL back then. It was SANFL,
Yeah.
Bays.
Did you
And
know what was
he's
going
a-
on?
He's a Bays fan.
You know what's going on?
Still to this day,
Yeah.
he's a Bays
Yeah,
fan.
yeah,
He
fair
loves
enough.
the
It
Bays.
was, look.
As long as you don't say the crows. As long as you don't say the crows, I'm happy.
Giuseppe, do you cook your own croissant bread also?
You can check the video.
And Don't At Me says,
Yes, I do.
great question.
Yes, I do.
He does. So, guys,
Croissant.
Zakel, if you go on to
It's very difficult.
if you go
Oh,
on
wait,
to
I'll show
Healthy
you.
Nasty Kitchen, Chris will bring it up.
That's a croissant dough there.
Is that a croissant dough there?
Yeah.
There you go. You can watch it.
Yeah.
YouTube.com
My latest video.
at Nasty Kitchen.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
I made
guys.
it a few times because I want to nail it.
I think Amanda's being cheeky because
Yeah.
she's talking about the Krispy Kreme. She says, Giuseppe, do you make Xbox donuts?
Do you make like any
I
sweets?
can make donuts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, when you launch a business, you try to limit your production.
Bit of a
to-
niche.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
niche
can
it
make
down.
everything sourdough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
from bread to donuts to
A
croissant.
proper homemade cinnamon donut.
Absolutely,
is-
the best.
God.
There's nothing better.
Yeah.
My kids, that's what they asked me for
Oh,
the
man.
birthday to
Castle
take to
Plaza,
school.
man.
There was
Oh.
when we were growing up, Castle Plaza here.
Oh,
right?
that's where,
So good.
there
That's
was
my
this-
bakery's around
Yeah,
the
okay.
corner
Oh,
there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was this place in there, and this is going back to the
When we were
80s,
kids,
90s.
yeah.
In the 80s, 90s, there was this traditional, you just watched it get made. Doop,
Yeah.
It was the best. My grandma used to take me there.
But
man.
people used to
Oh,
line up there.
Yeah.
And then when Castle Plaza got expanded and that,
Yeah. He loves
It's
it.
not there
it
anymore.
was
I think the
gone. Nah,
shop's
it's
still
not.
there. No, it's not.
Turned into Wendy's at one stage. Then it
Oh
turned
yeah,
into
but man,
something else. But it
Custom
was,
donut.
Plaza, yeah.
oh, it was the best.
a long time. We're talking like in the
But
90s.
80s
So
and 90s.
I've
it was.
decided to
81.
focus myself on bread
Bread, yeah.
because the most
Yeah.
common staple. I mean, we eating bread from 8,000 years.
We have been.
We'll be silly not to sell it.
Yeah, of course.
Like-
Correct.
Like people that put water in the bottles.
Yeah.
That was clever.
I reckon bread's like one of the food that I just love. Like,
It's
Yeah.
the best, man.
you can
You
have it
think
with
about
anything.
it.
I love
I
sandwiches.
was,
I
saying
just
this,
love it.
I was saying this to
Just
Jess.
love it.
You think about back in the day, like when we were younger, I used to go out.
Yeah.
When you'd come home, I was out, at a nightclub or whatever with your mates. You come home in the morning. What did you eat? You put toast.
Yeah.
Cook this toast. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. Or you go to Cafe de Village.
I love
Yeah,
your bread
okay,
feeds the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you spend...
Yeah.
Ooh,
like,
the
I
battle of donuts. Amanda says. She said Polish versus Italian.
Oh, the Polish donuts are nice.
I think they're the same.
Donuts are
I've never
donuts.
tried
That's what I
Italian.
think.
The dough basic would be the same.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
bigger, man. They're like bigger and they stuff them.
I love bread, AP.
Well, we
says.
stuff them too. We
It's
call
like
them
a banana.
krapfen. Ask her how do they call them.
She said, right, what's your in here?
Krapfen?
Pashki bomboli.
No, they call them.
We
They call them.
bomboloni too.
What do they call them?
Because in Austria they call krapfen, and that's how we take them.
See, so is the word, how I said Polish, is that because it's from Polish people?
most
Yeah,
most likely, most likely.
Polish
like
baker.
Biga
A
is
Polish
Italian.
baker probably invented that,
Yeah.
and Biga, yeah.
Biga is
I
Italian.
think it's called
Italian.
Guampi. Guampi.
I don't know. We'll
Forget
see.
sweet things. Give me that bread and butter. AP says, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Very well. Thank you, Zakal. How
Yeah.
about you? It's another World Cup anytime soon.
So do
anyway.
you want to do a giveaway? Because every time we do a giveaway, like everyone just rocks up.
Everyone just comes in, but they don't know now. They don't know we're going to do it.
Or just can you type and put it on the screen?
Punchki.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Like, what are you giving away? One loaf of bread
Yeah, for 3 weeks in a row.
for 3 weeks in a
Yeah,
row.
3 loaves.
Three
You
loaves.
need to be from Adelaide though.
But all right, so how about you ask a question
Yeah.
that no one knows about?
Oh,
Like,
so
where
this is
No,
going-
that would be too difficult.
too difficult? All right.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. They could Google.
Yeah, they could Google. It wouldn't be fair.
It's true.
Well, how do you
Yeah.
want to do it?
Let's let me think it, and we can do it.
Oh, listen, we're definitely going to have...
If you stay until the end, by the end you'll know it.
That's right. And to...
And we don't know when it's gonna end. So.
And
It can end any time.
And mark my
or
words.
no time.
Mark my words. We're definitely going to have Giuseppe back. So
Yeah, we'll have you back. For
I
sure.
keep my promises. So
100%.
I have this idea of a video that I want to do. I want to bake 100 loaves and give them away. So I need to find a way to do it legally. Like I don't want to set up a stall on
Yeah.
the road and just give it away. I want to do something charitable
yes.
and give us some. But I don't know any charitable feeding spots. So if any of them, the first person who's gonna give me this information can get the 3 loaves of bread for a week.
There
So
you go.
guide me in the right direction to be able to deliver 100 loaves to a feeding, homeless business or something
If you
like
go
that.
in the city, I know there's a homeless shelter there.
Yeah,
On the Hutt Street.
yeah.
I know there's one there, but I don't know
There will be.
what you would have to do.
See, Don't At Me
Really?
thinks it's Saturday because he's like, I'm in, and he wrote HFD with a love heart because that's what we said for our giveaway on Saturday. Remember, we said anyone that writes
Sourdough
HFD,
with a
sourdough with a
heart.
love heart after that he's written.
What we can
Giuseppe
do.
has been an awesome guest, AP says.
What we can do, we can spin
Thank
the
you.
wheel.
Yeah, I could get the wheel up again. It's
There's a wheel that you put all the names in,
Yeah.
and you spin
I
it.
had it up on the Saturday.
Well, let's get every
Hutt
single
Street, Amanda says
commenter.
Hutt Street.
So let's do this.
Who's from Adelaide? So Don't At Me.
Has to be from Adelaide. We
Can
can't-
any person that's already commenting on a commenting chat share this video with a person that they will 100% know they will come on the video, watch it right now, and then we put them into the
Oh,
wheel.
there you go, guys.
There you go, guys.
So you've had a challenge there from Giuseppe. If you can share this video with someone that will come in the video right now and comment in the live chat so we know they're there.
I give you 5 weeks of bread.
There you go.
5 weeks of bread.
Oh.
5 weeks of
So
bread.
is that for the first person that gets
For the
that?
That's
first
huge, you
person.
guys. Come on, guys. Get some people in here. Come
There
on.
you go, guys. So, and what Giuseppe said,
But we want to see them. We want to see them on the chat.
They need to comment.
he channeled his inner Al Pacino. He said he keeps his word.
Absolutely.
That's what Al Pacino says in Scarface.
He
doesn't
does. He does.
God, my word. You know, my word. Said he keeps his word. He's
Doesn't the Joker say that too?
the Joker does keep his word.
Yeah,
If you know the Batman villains,
he does.
he always keeps his word.
I'm a man. Yeah, I'm a man of a word.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
right.
do it.
That's what Heath Ledger says.
Yeah, he does.
I'm a man of my
Yeah, he does.
And if whoever is gonna win, if they have an Instagram account or Facebook account,
Yep.
just put your Instagram name or
Yeah.
Facebook name, and I will contact
And
you
he'll contact
directly.
you. There you go.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Get you the
There
bread.
you go.
Deliver it weekly as long as you don't live in Victor Harbour. Otherwise, I'll send KP to you.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll take it,
how about
man.
this? How about this?
Yeah,
It's up to you. But what if we say, yeah, we'll do the giveaway
yeah,
and then promote it for a week, and then you come back next week
yeah,
and
Well,
come in our
Jess-
show
yeah.
on if you're available next Thursday, and then
Next Thursday? No, Thursday I can't.
Jess has
well,
made a
whenever,
good,
maybe the week after.
Jess has made a good point here, and Amanda's agreed. She said, and I'm guessing this is for us. She goes, "We should promote it on your Instagram, subscribe to win, and share the post."
Yeah,
And then,
but
She's
we have
saying-
to make the
and then
post
she's
up.
saying that's beneficial, and then we can do it, and then get Giuseppe back, and
We can do that.
there you go.
We can
Do you
do
want to do
it.
that?
There you
It can
go.
be in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, in
Whatever.
a month. We can give it some time.
Whatever, just
But
after Christmas.
The
or something.
longer it is, the more posts we need to do.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
the post will be so.
Well, what we can
So
do,
you
maybe
don't
for our
do that.
Christmas special,
Yeah.
because I think before
What
Christmas,
about Wednesday next week? Are you?
I'm free, but then John's not free
John's not free. We're
because
gonna
John
try and
wanted
get
to
a
come
day
in. Hey?
with all four with John here too. Yeah, and he can't come.
Maybe the week after.
Maybe the week after, Thursday or something.
I can't do Thursdays.
Oh no, he can't do Thursdays. He said.
You can do which days can you do?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Even if it's in the new year or something, we just
No, I would do it. I can come on.
But then if John wants to come,
We can still do. We can do 2 next week. We
Yeah,
can
right.
do, we can
We
do
can do-
Tuesday next. Can I do Tuesday next week?
maybe Wednesday.
I can do Wednesday next week if you
Yeah.
want, and we could do a
Yeah.
double header
Yeah.
if you want,
Yeah, we can do something. Yeah, we can sort something out.
or John can come on his own.
Yeah, he can come here with whatever. Me and John can do. Yeah, whatever.
We'll do Wednesday, but we got to do
Alright,
on Thursday
so
for Johnny. So
Jess's idea, great idea. We'll go with that. We'll promote it on the Instagram. Subscribe to win and share the post.
Yeah.
And with Giuseppe's giveaway. What did you say? 5 weeks? Did you
5
say?
weeks of bread.
There you
so
go.
5 weeks of bread,
Which is
bread
5
guys,
loaves.
Yes.
A loaf a week.
Yeah.
and we'll get the spinner out.
The way AP's talking, he
Yeah.
is going to eat like a loaf a day. So
That's his problem.
Well, look, you have to be from Adelaide, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to ship
I'm
it.
happy to ship it.
Happy to ship it.
Yeah.
Oh, there
then
you
I'll
go.
send instruction to reheat it.
All right, there you go, guys.
Look
So
at that.
even if you're not from Adelaide and you're from
Over
somewhere
in
else,
Australia.
yeah, if you're in
Australia-wide.
so
Australia-wide.
Reborn, we're really sorry, but
Reborn,
yeah,
sorry, man, you're not going to get the
I'm
taste.
sure
It's
you can.
delicious.
I'm sure
I can
there's-
send you sourdough culture. You can make your own
there you
bread.
go.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
sell sourdough
Yeah,
culture all
okay.
around the world.
There you go.
California, Singapore,
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful.
Reborn's
Denmark,
coming
England, everywhere.
Look, Reborn's eyes are lit. So
Reborn's eyes are
Reborn, you
lit.
hear that? So he can send you a sourdough culture to make your own bread if you want.
Absolutely.
So, guys, listen, like we said,
It's
And there's
killer
a-
bread. It's
yeah.
awesome.
like we said, we put up a Healthy Nasty Kitchen there. Giuseppe has been an amazing guest. You can obviously, how many years experience did you say, Giuseppe?
22.
22 years experience. The bread is, I don't even need to know if it's 1 day experience. It's the best loaf of bread.
It's very nice.
It's beautiful. So
very nice.
whoever wins this prize, I'm
blushing.
telling you, it's
He's blushing.
oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So whoever wins this prize, you are not going to regret it. So
No, and so what we'll do is next Wednesday we'll come back, and then we'll
I'll have a
announce the winner.
loaf. See, he agreed. He goes, I'll have a loaf an hour if it's
Do you
good
want to
bread.
put it on the spin wheel like we did last time, or how do you want to announce the winner
Yeah, let's put it on the...
on the wheel?
Yeah.
There's like a wheel, and you put it. And we'll show you after what it's like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and we can spin
So
everyone's
what
name.
are we going to do? We can do like what Jess set up here. We'll make a post,
We'll make
promote
a post,
it on
yeah.
your Instagram, subscribe to win, and share the post.
Yeah.
And whoever
and then you
and
can.
whoever does that, we'll put them in a wheel.
Yep.
Every time you do a post,
Yeah.
send it to me
Yeah.
on Instagram so I can share on my stories.
Yeah,
There
I'll
you
make
go.
I'll make the post up, and then
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
give it to you.
absolutely.
Sounds good.
There you go.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I like it.
Yeah.
It was a good idea. You see, he went from 3 to 5. He just
Absolutely, you need to raise the stakes.
that's right. Raise the stakes. That's it.
Five's amazing.
Oh, that's
And as I said,
but then it becomes to
You're getting him excited.
they will get sick of it.
Yeah.
I'll get sick of it.
I don't know if you get sick
Yeah,
of
but
that.
then they won't have to go buy bread, man. Like, how many times do you have to go buy bread to slice bread? Shit, you know.
You know,
Here, you don't have to buy
Once
it.
you try this one, it's like you know.
You can't go back.
Once you go black, you never
Can't go back.
you know,
I've heard that one as well.
I think it was back in the 80s. I think I was only like 2 or 3 years old, so I don't remember it happening. But my dad had a shop here,
Yeah.
right? And bread was going like
Nuts.
nuts, right? And it came to Christmas time. My dad saw it the year before. My uncle Nick, right? He went to the shops like mid-December, and he bought like hundreds of loaves of bread, right? And he froze them. And then it came to Christmas Day, and he put a sign at the front of the shop, and
Bread.
it was going bread for sale, and the shop was lined up at the
Really?
because it was
bread is bread.
bread is bread. Yeah, exactly. Like no one, because he saw it the year before, no one could get bread on Christmas.
It's wild.
And he was stocking up on it, and he was telling people, he goes, it's frozen, and they're going, yeah, we don't care, we just want bread because we can't get bread today. It was,
No,
I think it was
it's awesome.
1987 or something.
Wow.
Bread
So-
feeds a family, and you know when you bake bread at home, the smell.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know,
good.
the best.
There's
Nothing-
nothing that
no.
The best.
evokes
No,
emotion
it's,
like
it's
that.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. When you
Okay.
wake up in the morning.
It's definitely not good for my keto diet, but yeah.
Well, you had the gyros before. That wasn't
Exactly,
keto.
exactly.
I know, but you know, I couldn't say no to Euros.
Oh, so that was the excuse, so you can have sourdough too.
Exactly.
Giuseppe, did you make wine back home in Italy, Zachael
No,
says?
but no, I did not, never. But I was working in a winery here in Australia, and
Yeah.
I was very lucky to assist at a fermentation explanation, and I adopted the same method of winemaking into my bread making.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, because my dad and my uncle used to just here, man. They used to make their own wine from the grapes that he has here.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so did mine.
Yeah, they
step
know,
on
they
it.
know how to do
Well,
it.
step on it.
That's the way of
that's
crushing grapes.
what
isn't it?
they basically do. They step on the grapes, they
course.
let them sit in a
Yeah.
in a bowl,
Yeah, of course.
and then they steep.
Yep.
So, but what they do to not having molds
Well,
developing
alcohol
on
needs to
top,
ferment, doesn't
they
it?
just mix it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I did the same thing with the my sourdough
Yeah.
culture. Everybody teaches you to feed it every day, but that way
Mate.
you're just slowing the process.
Even people in jail, they get the fruit, they put it in a bowl, let it ferment to make alcohol.
Yeah.
It's
So when you speak about sourdough culture, that's your actual
Yeast.
that's the
it's like
yeast.
the starter.
Yes.
Right.
That's the start.
Yeah, the starter. So you call it sourdough culture is like the sourdough starter. But
Yes.
sorry if we didn't explain that to
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Sourdough
So-
starter,
So
mother.
Giuseppe can send you the sourdough starter
Yeah.
anywhere in the world. You're
Absolutely.
saying.
And
What's the furthest you've sent it? Sorry,
no, that's all right.
Will be America.
America. Yeah.
Yeah, California.
Wow.
There you go.
Denmark.
Denmark.
Yeah. England.
Denmark.
Florida. The latest one was Florida. Singapore. New Zealand.
And these people find you online, eh?
Yeah.
That's
Have a
awesome.
great night, everyone. Early
Thank
World
you.
Cup start tomorrow. Rob says so. He's gone to bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
Australia's playing?
He wants. I think they are tomorrow. Is it? Yeah.
No, the week is
It's
not
gonna be
after.
Night after.
Maybe he's a supporter.
No, he
of
does.
any
He
other
watches
team.
it. He was the one that watched it with us. He just wants.
Oh, he's
he
a
just
crazy
watches it all,
football
yeah.
soccer
He's
supporter.
taken 2 weeks off for the first half of the World Cup, so he can just watch.
Are you kidding
He
me?
loves it.
Oh,
That's why we had him on the podcast on Saturdays.
I need to meet him.
He loves it. That's the one we said the half
Yeah.
Dutch, half Italian.
Actually, he would have been really good tonight if he was here.
He would have loved it.
He would have loved it. But no, it's exciting, man. Very exciting.
See, Reborn is asking him because he knows it's Rob. He goes, Rob, before you go, England to win? Question mark. He's asking him.
I don't know. Nobody's playing well. Have you
No,
watched it?
No.
Nobody's playing well. Like,
no.
I don't know. The Koreans looked good last night, but they couldn't
lost.
win it.
How good
They
were
lost.
the two games?
I know they lost, but
How
they
good were the two? Because the World Cup, the games have actually been boring.
yeah,
those
yeah,
two
those
games-
two games, yeah,
Were so exciting, you know. Like,
yeah. Korea could have.
But they weren't good.
I only watch the highlights, unfortunately,
Yeah,
so I don't get
well,
to
the
see
first
much.
game, I legit right.
Yeah,
Serbia were winning 3-1,
Yeah.
and
I
went
could
to
not
the
believe
No,
it.
but I went to the toilet.
it's 3-3.
And I came back and I went, what? And I was showing the replay and it was, the
3-3.
defending was deplorable,
Yeah.
but at least it was exciting. You know, it was exciting. It was not good defending, but
But you see Yugoslavia, Serbia,
that's what
Croatia.
I call it.
Yeah. It's always been a nation with very good players.
Oh, mate, listen, if they never split, Giuseppe, in 92, when they got kicked out of the, they would have cleaned it.
Croatia and
And
Serbia.
then they would have won the World Cup probably.
Oh
They,
my goodness! For
they had
for
some players.
3
that were-
seasons.
Well, you know how many of them came here? One of an Australian captain,
Yeah. Who?
Milan Ivanovic.
Yeah.
He was from.
I remember the one with
Yeah.
the beard.
No, he didn't have a beard. That was Jedinak. This is before
Okay,
him.
Jedinak.
So Milan Ivanovic, like we all know him here. Like
Yeah.
I played with him. Like
Yeah.
he came in from Serbia and he played for Red Star and he ended up captaining Australia. Became an Australian
So
citizen.
good.
I played with a guy here, but we had this guy here. He was my coach, and he was telling stories about this other guy. Like he was in his 50s, and this guy, the ball was stuck to his foot. Like it was the best thing you'd ever seen.
Yeah.
And he was coaching here when he was trying to get his foot in the door here, and he had his mate over here from Serbia, and he goes to him. He goes, "If I put you on," he goes, "you reckon you can play here?" And he goes to him, he goes, "Man," he goes, "the players here in Australia, they're shit. Don't worry," he goes, "put me on." And he was
Yeah.
telling me, he goes, "Yeah," he goes, "I went on," and he goes, "I was shit."
Oh shit.
He goes, "I talked it up," and he goes, "Then you know what he did to me?" He goes, "He was 40. He goes, you know how they talk." He goes, "Fuck you." He goes, "I'm going to put myself on." He goes, he put himself on. He goes, he scored a hat trick in 10 minutes. He took himself off, and he goes to me, "You're shit." 'Cause they're just so good. They're so good. Like they're
Another
you know,
level. Another
Oh,
level.
they were so talented.
Another
Like,
level.
when they split because of the war, whatever.
Yeah.
You know how good that would have been if the country never split. Oh,
So
Oh,
what do
yeah.
you do now as a occupation?
me
Yeah.
at home maintenance. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm a maritime security officer.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the hospitality and that, but in between them, I'd learned how to be a plasterer and stuff with
Yeah.
my uncle and that. And then when I sold my most recent shop, I went back into
Okay.
that and started my own business. Yeah,
Mm.
Okay.
I just do shift work pretty much.
Yeah.
Chris the security man.
So I got
No one
days
gets by Chris.
No.
sometimes. No.
Is that because of you just let him go through?
No, I'm pretty good
When he's sleeping.
when I'm
When
sleeping.
you
Yeah.
take a nap. Midnight nap.
Midnight nap. Yeah. No, I just got off a 4 block. So now I'm.
Because that's 4 days on, 4 days
Yeah.
off. So he does 2 day shifts and 2 nights, and then 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it works out to be 6 months off a year.
What?
If you like work it out,
Technically.
like not at once, but like
Yeah.
if you work it out how much time
So
you have
you
off,
only yeah.
you only work
Wow.
half a year.
And
Not
you
like
always
me,
tell me,
7
but
days
you
a
always
week.
tell me you're tired.
I'm tired. Like
You know what the funniest thing is? Because him and John work together, and they go to me, "We're going to do a podcast," and they go, "I'm real tired. I did 2 day shifts, right?" And I go, "But I don't get it because
it's
obviously I'm
mentally,
not at work."
it's
And
a
I
mental
go,
thing,
I
man.
go to him, "What do you mean? I just did 4 day shifts. What are you talking about?"
No. It's a mental thing because you're there for 12 hours and like just
And when they say it,
Can
I'm like,
rock
"You
you.
can't say that to us." I'm like, "Because we're not going to get what you mean." I'm like, "You got to say that to each other
Yeah.
like
so you understand what
if
you're
you see me, there's some podcasts that I've come after a day shift.
Yeah.
So I've woken up 4:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I've come here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, talking. I'm just looking, and I'm not. It's nothing's computing.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well-
like, and you can just tell I'm not. My answers are just like not the same as it would be if it's just wasn't
AP
typed.
says, "Give him some sourdough and he'll let you through." And then Don't At Me says, "Only Giuseppe sourdough." And then Amanda says, "He's tired because he's Icarian."
Well, us Icarians we're a different breed.
Yeah.
Listen.
What kind of breed?
No,
We're
but the
very
thing is,
not.
listen,
I wouldn't say lady.
it's
I
not-
would say slow.
Laid back.
No, but
Laid
it's
back.
not,
Slow, maybe.
mate. It's not just an Icarian thing.
It's a great thing.
100%. Greece in general.
But I think
Even
it's
Jerry
it's
Sample.
a
Jerry Sample.
stereotype.
They're talking about Jerry Sample saying that they go to him. He goes, "I love holidaying in Greece," and they go, "Why?" And he goes, "Because no one cares." He goes, "I just go there." He goes, "The guy opens his coffee shop. If no one walks in all day, he still opens it the next day." He goes,
Yeah.
"It's just they're very not that they're laid back,
Yeah.
and that's how we are." It's
So Icarians are probably next level. From that.
nothing wrong with laid
Super slow.
Laid
That's
back
right, yeah.
is the best
We
way
are.
to be. Laid back is
We are very laid back, but
It's I think it's a stereotype.
yeah, it is.
probably.
I'm working with 2 Greek horses, like
Listen,
Yeah.
walking
mate.
horses.
I say that's what I say to Chris, and I've said it to John and about my dad.
Yeah, but they're not Icarian.
No,
mate.
No,
Your dad,
no, they're not
John's
Icarian.
dad is Icarian.
One is
Yeah.
And the work
Thessaloniki.
ethic,
Yeah.
the work ethic that those they have is
Yeah.
next level, mate. Like what you said.
Yeah, their work ethic is good. I'm just saying, apart from that, we can be very slow.
Thessaloniki, because you're at Pasadena, you work with John.
John, what's his last name? Falidis?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
but he's
I
there.
work. I mean,
Yeah.
I work.
I
for
mean,
him,
there, the same
basically.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good man.
I think his
I like
family's
his dad.
from there.
I like his dad.
I think his family's
his
from
dad, his
Thessaloniki.
mom, his mom.
You know, I had the worst pizza ever from Icaria.
Yeah, it wouldn't
The
surprise me.
worst.
Well,
Well,
they're in
Greeks are not-
Ireland.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
They're
And I
blue
waited-
zone. They blossom, man.
Yeah, but
They eat rice
it
and
wasn't
fish.
good though. It wasn't good.
Rice and fish.
And he goes, "Tell us pizza." I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I want some
Italian
pizza.
pizza. Let's go.
It took like 10 years to make it. I was like, oh yeah. And it was the worst pizza you ever tasted.
That's what I hate about.
But then in
pizza.
Cordoni, where my dad's
Did you
from,
finish it?
Huh?
Did you finish the
Of
pizza?
course, he's gonna finish it.
what's that?
What was the worst you've ever had?
No, I can't remember. If I
We were
did.
just saying that before.
I know
Haven't
the
you-
worst one.
Haven't you ever had something, anything? I went to a Chinese restaurant once with Jess, and I just couldn't eat it. And
Yeah, it's been.
and you know what? Like, you know that there's a thing we always say about the Cypriots: we eat anything.
Yeah. If you can't eat
If I
something,
don't
there's
eat
something
it,
wrong,
there's something
man.
wrong.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's with a lot of Europeans. If you can't eat it,
Yeah.
something's wrong with it.
Yeah.
And that's the way they've cooked it wrong or
Yeah.
whatever.
100%.
You know?
That's what happened to me a couple of years ago. There was this new pizza place, Trot Park, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And of course, I wanted to support locals.
Is that it's that is it the one that's got the restaurant next to it, the pharmacy down the
I
other
don't
end?
know. It's in the old Shadow Park.
Yeah.
And
That's the shop we used to own.
okay.
I know the new shop's shocking.
I don't know what is it now.
No,
I
but it
went
was
there.
when they bought it was shocking.
Was that where you
I
were?
don't want to mention.
We owned it 20 years ago.
I don't want to mention the nationality
yeah.
of the people that were there, but the pizza was the worst pizza I ever had.
Yeah.
We're at Shadow Park.
Yeah.
It's the old shop. Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
We owned that shop 20 years ago from
How can you get it wrong?
Daniel
then?
Harper's dad. We bought it.
I don't know.
How can you get-
cheap product?
Cheap product. Yeah.
Cheap product.
Yeah, but don't people understand if you buy too cheap
No, they don't.
that it's gonna
Because
you're not gonna get the
why
money?
They don't. The pizza
Like,
the
people
pizza industry here, and I'll tell you that from experience, they don't understand that because they think I've got to buy cheap to go compete with Domino's.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to compete with
The
Giuseppe,
pizzerias. Yeah.
who's making a beautiful pizza, they go, I've got to sell a $5 pizza because Domino's are selling it,
Yeah.
and then their pizza's shit.
Yeah. Domino's got 20 years of experience. to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, they got a massive brand behind
Exactly.
them.
But you know what I mean? People trying to
Yeah.
compete with that instead of like just trying to compete with the pizzeria.
Like people try to compete with all these tech brands now, like Uber, for example.
Yeah.
Uber was in loss for 4 years.
And look, the other ones are closed
Before they
down. What was
started
that? Deliveroo
yeah,
closed
before
down.
they started raising prices
Yeah.
and making profits.
Yeah, fair enough.
But they made us all addicted to Uber services.
Exactly.
Now we are.
Uber Eat, they do the shopping for you. They
Yeah.
bring the grocery.
Yeah.
You see, in a few months, they probably go and put petrol in your car
They
and bring
probably
it
will.
back.
Probably.
Soon there'll be Uber sourdough.
Absolutely.
Giuseppe, this is Uber.
You could actually
This was
do that.
Uber sourdough. He brought it here. It's called G sourdough.
I
He
could
just
do it,
brought
actually.
rocked up.
You could do
I could
Uber.
put it on Uber Eats.
That's right.
You could put on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Why not?
Loaf of bread. You see AP, you'll be putting an order in.
Yeah, but I need to be, you need
have
to
to
be
have the product.
sourdough ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to have the product to
You
go.
have to just have
And
an
if you got
option of
if
it,
you got like thousands of orders, where are you gonna get thousands of sourdoughs?
Yeah, it's not something that
Nah.
you make.
yeah.
Nah.
Buy a few ingredients, put it together.
Domino's is the worst. Though,
During,
he says.
I've heard that in Melbourne during the COVID
lockdown.
season,
Yeah.
there were restaurants that were shutting, and in the same kitchen they will provide meals for 5 different restaurants.
Yeah,
For
probably.
example, there were an Italian restaurant that will make 5 cuisine:
Yeah.
Thai, Indian, Italian, so
So
they'll be
they could
able
all
to get
do
more
Uber.
sales
Because
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
that's
because
what
of Uber.
Uber kept them going. Man.
Yeah.
They were the longest lockdown
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
You know, so
We were so lucky.
ah,
Here in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Well, that's what before like we finish up and stuff. Like I want to ask you like how, like do you prefer Adelaide down to Melbourne?
Well, I think
different
Adelaide is giving
lifestyle.
me more opportunity.
Yeah.
And I feel very grateful to it. So
Yeah.
I feel compelled to do something for Adelaideans. And I think it's a more family town.
see my
Yeah, it is.
See, my dad is a bit like that. Like they all came to Sydney first, but
Yeah.
my dad said the same thing. He goes, Adelaide, gave him a job and raised his kids.
Yeah.
That's why he loves it. Like
Yeah.
it's.
Yeah, because like
I feel like home.
I'll personally
Even though
fund
I'm
your.
not a
cozy.
home.
It's cozy.
I'll
here.
personally fund your career with my bread orders. AP says.
Awesome.
'Cause
I think AP's in Sydney.
he still doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's gonna buy a sourdough starter every day.
No, but he
Well, I'll
could.
ship in Melbourne and
Yeah.
Brisbane and Sydney in one day.
Yeah.
There you go.
I bake today, you
No.
get it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
there you go.
No, Adelaide.
Adelaide is special. Amanda's saying.
Yeah.
Amanda's lived all over Australia, or Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, and she loves it here.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't
Different.
move.
They're
She
all
would not
different.
move
They're
anywhere
all
else.
different.
Yeah.
I like Adelaide, but if she told me let's go move to Africa, let's go.
Yeah,
no
you
worries. As long as we take HFD with us.
Yeah. Well, you
I wouldn't-
can do it.
You can do it through Skype.
Exactly.
I'm like that too. Like me, like I'm, from Adelaide, like, and you would never think of like when me and Jess went to America.
Yeah.
I was like so at home in New York. It's not funny.
Really?
I love
Yeah.
New York, man.
I was
I've been
so
there
at home
before.
there.
Never been to New York.
Oh, listen,
Beautiful,
like
I
man.
got friends
in the
there,
end, you
but-
know what's happening? Like, because I think it's because we've come from summer here. When summer comes here,
Yeah.
I go like black, like the Ace of Spades,
Yeah.
like just from my European. I go,
Yeah.
I do. It's just whatever.
Not this
I
year.
do. When
Not
if I
this
go in the sun, I just go in a day. And we went there in November, so it was people were coming up to me asking me for directions, right?
Yeah.
But I'd learnt the subway so well. I was telling them, yeah, just go here to.
Mhm.
And Jess was cracking up laughing, but I loved it. I was like, I was at home there. I loved
Yeah, yeah.
it.
In New York, I've been there before and I loved it too.
Yeah, I loved
It's
it.
really cool. Lot to do, lot to see.
But listen, like
Yeah,
I said again,
really
my
nice.
dad always says a point there. He says it to people about going back to Cyprus, even where he's born. He goes, "That's because you're holidaying there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Of
always a difference to
course.
holidaying somewhere and having to
Yeah.
live somewhere."
Yeah, yeah, because then you
And,
got to
and
try
he said
yeah.
to me, he goes, even when
Yeah.
he goes back to Cyprus, he goes for 3 months every year. He gets homesick to come back here
Yeah, you do.
because holidaying there is completely
Well,
different.
I went
to-
in holiday. I went for a holiday in Italy in 2018
Yeah.
for a month.
Yep.
And I couldn't live there.
There you
anymore.
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's,
exactly
so
my
that's it.
point.
That's it. So here's your home, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There
Well,
you go.
if I moved to Italy, I would go in Tuscany.
Tuscany,
Not in
ooh.
my hometown.
Tuscany.
Isn't that where
George?
isn't that where Joe Davola was?
No, not Joe Davola.
Not Joe Davola.
The conductor.
Oh, the maestro.
The maestro.
Talking about Seinfeld, he's got the Seinfeld T-shirt on.
Okay.
I can
love
see.
Seinfeld.
I love that show.
Oh,
So cool.
You know, you're talking
Such a
about
good
you're
comedian.
talking about the bread.
Oh,
How
he's
about
the
the
best.
the marble rye?
The
Do you make marble rye?
marble rye? Is like that's meant to be like a cake though. It's
Is it?
marble rye. I think is
It
meant
looked
to
like
be,
that. It looked like a.
Yeah, no, but what I think it is, it's an American thing. I think it's meant to be
Let me check
like
it.
a
I never heard
sweet
of
coffee sort of cake. I think
Never.
Yeah,
heard of
because
it.
a marble rye.
that's a funny episode. Eh?
Marble rye is hilarious because it's folded like this, Giuseppe, and one side of it is
It
brown, one
actually
side of
look-
it's white.
It,
Let me
look,
check.
it actually looks
It
like
looks different to that. It's folded.
Marble.
marble
Marble.
rye. Marble.
Okay.
MARBLE. Marble rye.
marble rye.
It's like it's like twisted together. One side's like brown and one
Oh, yeah,
side's
it's a cake. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's more of a sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have something similar in Trieste. my
We just probably
hometown.
call it something different. Yeah.
It's sourdough marble rye bread.
Yeah.
No, sourdough.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought it looked
Oh
like
my
a
God.
sourdough
We're
thing.
gonna have to give. This is a. Is this a?
It's a new discovery.
Here's a challenge for Giuseppe.
Just heavy. A challenge.
Because you
Wow.
know what, my life will be complete if a marble rye is given to me.
It's a full flavored sandwich loaf.
By an old lady.
Oh
You have to
mate,
split it off an old
if
lady.
marble rye is given to me just
So
because of
I'm
Seinfeld-
reading the ingredients. So
Yeah.
unbleached all-purpose flour,
Yep.
white rye flour, which I've
Whatever
never
that
seen
is. I
it,
think that's because one
Medium
half is
rye
dark, one half
flour.
is.
organic pumpernickel flour, potato flour, dry milk, daily rye flavor, caraway seeds, sugar, salt, eastern yeast,
Oh my god.
oil, water, cocoa. Okay, so it's dark because of cocoa.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. Because one side is dark. You know how they
Yeah,
twist
it was dark. It was
Well, they
dark.
twist it together, and one side is dark brown, and one side is like light.
Marble rye.
This one?
Yeah, I think the one we've seen looks different to that, but
I mean, you got to watch Seinfeld. But have you seen the Seinfeld episode? That
About the marble rye, no.
Yeah. He steals it from the old lady because there's none left in the shop.
yeah.
Yeah, and the old lady gets the last one, and he's like, "Please, I'll buy it off you for this much," and she wouldn't give it.
See, there's a picture of George holding it. See how one side it's like twisted, and one side is
Oh, it's like a
you know like braided together, and one side is dark, and one bit is like light.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's- I don't know how it works, but
we love.
I think it's more of a cake, like we said. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's meant to be. You have it after coffee, like with
Yeah,
coffee. And,
Yeah, probably it's a sweet bread,
Yeah.
like a brioche.
yeah.
Or like a
Tsureki.
tsureki.
Sureki.
It's like a tsureki.
I can make tsureki.
How nice is tsureki?
Yeah, it's delicious.
it's
I
nice.
can make tsureki.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Wow.
I make it for Easter.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I make. Pasadena is
Yeah, of
food
course.
line.
Of
It's
course.
I love it.
populated
Greek.
with so many
Of
Greeks.
course.
And there was this lady. She loves my tsureki. She
Tsureki.
will come. She will buy
Yeah.
every weekend.
Yeah,
I always go there for the meats.
The butcher. Yeah.
The butcher's nice.
I actually cooked there on Friday. We had a beef dinner.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was I haven't cooked for years.
Yeah.
For event, fine dining was good.
Guys, if you want to see Giuseppe in the flesh, just go shop at Pasadena. You might
Absolutely.
bump
You
into
How
can-
him.
how often
can
you
come
there,
and-
Giuseppe?
5 days a week.
5 days a week during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started at between 6
Yep.
and 4:30,
And Ma-
depending.
Amanda loves the those cakes with the pastry. What's it called? It's got
Vanilla
the
slice.
no, not vanilla
My
slice.
brother-in-law.
It's like a
loves-
pastry and it's got the fruit inside.
You know what my brother-in-law loves there? They sell
The
this.
it called?
tart. Tart.
Is it a tart?
Cheesecake.
Like a jam tart you're talking about?
Nah,
Like,
it's not. Oh, Amanda,
My-
what's it
my-
called, Amanda?
my brother-in-law, you know what he loves there, Peter?
What?
He loves Jess bought him the donut. It's like a peppermint donut with the Frodo
Yeah.
frog on it.
Yeah, then we make
Oh, yeah.
Peter, obsessed with it.
that.
Obsessed. Loves it.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is like a
Favorite.
Cypriot dish
Okay.
called gubebia.
Kubebia.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well,
Explain it
you
to
know what
me.
a dolmada is?
Yeah, dolmada.
Yeah, so dolmadas are the Greek.
a vine,
Yeah, dolmadas are the Greek version. They're vine leaves just with rice in them.
Yeah.
But the Cypriot version, which is a gubebia, is sort of the same, but it's got mincemeat in it
Yeah, beautiful.
with onion, and then it's in a stew with
Yeah.
you got pork and
But do you use
potatoes.
do you use kraut leaves or vine leaves?
No, we call it lakana, which is
Fig.
it's a sister to spinach. Lakana.
Okay.
Might grow them in the backyard.
Okay.
Isn't lakana?
Can you show
eggplant?
me later?
Lakana we call like all type of green leaves. We call it lakana.
Ah, right.
Okay.
I'll show you the leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them growing here. I'll go. I'll
That's why I'm
yeah,
asking.
I'll show you.
And,
And my dad, if he makes gubebia,
Yeah.
even what do you make for you, Chef Daliers?
Chef
But they're my favorite foods. All these,
They're good.
he's amazing at them. Because he's just obviously been making them for years. But
If he was here, he had to.
he would have
bring-
made gubebia.
he would've
He
brought it
probably would have had
No,
dinner.
because you know what he said? He got upset at me. You know what he said to me? He
What?
ringed me and he goes, "Go at the back, get the lakana." He goes and blanch them
in freezer.
and freeze them so we don't lose them. So I got to do that later this week.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
What's your favorite food?
I'm very.
But pizza.
I'm not
close second for me.
traditional.
Okay.
I love pizza.
I love my sandwiches and my rolls.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
What's your best? If you really want to do the best one, like
Like sandwich,
yeah, to die for,
cheese and tomato.
cheese and tomato.
Just love that. Simple.
Do you put butter or mayo?
Yeah,
salt
yeah,
and
yeah.
pepper,
No, I just
olive
put-
oil.
I put on the tomato. You put salt and pepper,
Yeah,
and then you toast it.
yeah,
And I love it like a like a Breville sandwich or a toasty.
Yeah.
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 Also, you
Love
toast the
he
sandwich.
likes
within-
he-
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love
But
it.
if
Melted cheese with
see,
oh with that
if
forget about it. There
if,
goes the keto, man. There goes the
if,
keto.
if my dad was here, you know what he'd tell you with that?
bruschetta.
He'll cut it
Yeah,
in the morning.
yeah. Fry it.
Nah, toast
Yeah,
with olive oil and olives.
yeah. Olives
Yeah, olives. They always
My
eat olives
nonna-
with it, just on the side
for breakfast.
with some olive oil for breakfast, and that's
Yeah.
what they have.
Yeah, my nonna used to do the same for me.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best.
Bread, oil in the morning, but toasted
That's
in
what
the
we do.
pan.
You know
in
what's
the pan.
nice?
So what my dad does now, you know what he does with his olives? He makes like an olive tapenade.
Yeah.
Instead of butter, you put the
Yeah,
olive spread on
tapenade.
it. Oh,
You know what's nice? Bread like that bread like that,
Yeah.
and they put the olive oil on it, and they're rigani with the
Oh, it's
tomato.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, that's
Yeah, like an olive spread on it.
That's
Oh.
it.
Because what
That's all you
he
need.
makes his
that's
he
That's
makes
all
his
you
own
need.
olives every year. He goes and picks them and does them. He's got them sitting fermenting for years,
Yeah.
and they're just there. But
They
he
never
goes and makes
rot.
he makes a spread with them.
We did a few months ago. We did a show called different food combinations.
Weird food
Or
combinations.
weird. Sorry.
What's a weird food combination
you.
to Giuseppe?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Yeah,
Because we had. Should we give an example? We had. What was a weird one?
we had.
But did you make or did you
No,
buy?
we made it
Just
online.
ones that people have mixed
You found
together.
it online.
Yeah, that
So
people
we-
have combined. You know, like two
Like different foods. Like, do you ever like
Now,
to
what
me?
was the
To me,
Vegemite one that I
tomato.
hated? Vegemite and avocado.
Yeah, you didn't like
That's
it.
perfect.
Yeah, no, but I don't like Vegemite.
Oh, okay.
Hates Vegemite.
Maybe you never hated the proper way.
No,
Maybe.
no. He just doesn't
I
like
just
it
don't
at
like
all.
Vegemite.
I guarantee you, in small amounts, everybody likes it.
There you go.
I love Vegemite.
Do you have Vegemite here?
I won't eat it.
Vegemite and butter. You have it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Let me do something.
Chris,
Let's do a challenge.
I don't think we've
Let's
got
do a
No,
challenge.
but you know what? I don't think we got it here because Krillin would have eaten it.
Oh,
I reckon it's gone. Because
Krillin.
we're in the shop.
Krillin,
He'll be sleeping. probably.
he'll be sleeping.
He's got to get up at 5.
He doesn't want it.
doesn't want
Vegemite.
it. It's
No.
Vegemite.
Vegemite and
if-
avocado. See, Vegemite and avocado, they're saying.
yeah. No,
What
that's
else did we do? We did.
That's it.
But see, I didn't think it was that. I agreed. I didn't think
Oh,
it was that
We
weird.
did Nutella and tomato.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Nah, it's nice.
See, you're Italian.
No way.
Trust
Do you
me,
love
trust me.
Nutella?
Yes.
Do you like
See,
that?
I
Rob
love
is
tomato.
Rob. Rob is Italian. Hates Nutella.
But I don't. I can't say
What?
that. Look, it's not something that I eat
How can you
every day.
No, but it's beautiful.
How can you hate
But it's a
Nutella?
good
No,
product.
do you know what I say?
It's
to
not
Jess?
healthy,
I agree.
It's
I
not
say,
healthy.
I say to
So
Jess,
much
and
sugar.
Jess is the same.
but you can't say Nutella is not good.
That's what I say. See, I say that to Jess,
100%.
and Jess says the same. It's like, I'm like, I don't want to have Nutella in the house because
He'll just go.
I'll eat a
Like,
whole loaf of bread.
Can I say something sexual? Can I say something sexual?
Whatever you like.
It's like men that say we don't like pussy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How can you, say
don't
that?
like Nutella? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, if you bet for the other side, then
Yeah.
But that's the only way.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
true,
if you're
true.
right, if you're straight.
correct.
I've seen some new combos too, Chris. The latest was Nutella and Cocoa Pop sandwich, but that would go because cocoa is cocoa.
Chocolate.
It would
yeah.
just go, I think, yeah.
But for
Jam,
example,
hot chips, and butter.
in fine dining,
Do we have that?
for example,
Jam.
Hot chips and butter.
No.
Yeah, you give us one.
the most creative thing that I've created was avocado sorbet.
Yep.
So you have avocado by sweet, avocado jam, or cucumber ice cream, or,
Cucumber
or
ice
roasted parsnip ice cream.
Yeah. Well, that was like I
Okay.
said about the chicken Caesar pizza we made. We
Yeah.
put lettuce on the pizza and everyone was...
If you know how
but
to
it was
handle
beautiful.
ingredients,
Yeah.
and you know what nuances they can bring if they work in a certain way,
Then nothing's really weird.
no, no.
So you know how I told you about the tomato and cheese?
But fucking tomato and Nutella.
You know
it's
what? It
good.
wasn't bad.
It was good.
But it wasn't bad. But didn't it fuck up with your brain? Like,
No,
It was, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. But it
I
was
thought it
actually
was great.
nice.
I thought
Jeff,
it was-
did you put anything else with it?
no.
Nah, just on the bread.
So you had bread,
Just like a bread like this.
Nutella,
and then-
Nutella, and tomato.
and tomato. So Jess says, I saw
Look.
someone put Vegemite on a bacon and egg cheeseburger.
Yeah, you can have that.
Nutella's
Vegemite.
dangerous.
Nutella's dangerous ideas.
For many reasons.
Yeah, okay, so Don't At Me says, yeah, it was a hot chip sandwich with some sort of spread we had. Did we have that?
Jam.
Could have been.
The Jazzman. Happy birthday to the Jazzman, by the
Happy
way.
birthday, Jazzman.
Happy
I
birthday.
used to make chili, jam, and cheese toasties.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Reed
That's not
says.
weird.
No, Jess has got a skull, my partner, skull bone face, and she says, no control with Nutella in the house.
No.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
But for me, tomato and cheese are the best combination ever.
Absolutely.
No, I think bacon,
Like that.
bacon and eggs. Is the,
No,
I
no,
love
bacon
bacon.
and tomato.
Yeah, bacon tomato.
BLT. It's my
BLT
favorite
is great.
sandwich.
Do you know what
Cheese
I
is
love?
great.
Do you know what I
BLT is
love
good.
with tomato?
Yeah.
And
I
This-
could have a BLT
but this
right
could
now,
just
for
be-
example.
this-
This bread.
this could just be a Cypriot thing,
Yeah.
but the best combination for me, and this could, is halloumi with fruit.
Beautiful. That's not weird at all.
I
No,
had
I'm
it
not
the
saying
other-
it's
we had
weird.
it. We had it the
No,
other
no,
day.
but because in Cyprus, halloumi,
What
and
kind of
water-
fruit?
halloumi
Any fruit?
and watermelon is a delicacy
Okay.
in Cyprus. Because if you eat this halloumi, it's salty,
Yeah.
and then the watermelon just
oh,
explodes.
Absolutely.
But the same, what you do is if you grill halloumi and then slice a piece of tomato, put it on top and eat it.
You know,
The
when
best.
I first discovered the power of salt and sugar in fruit,
Yeah,
I was 18 years old. I was working in a Michelin star restaurant in Rome. It was my first experience into a wonderful restaurant. And there was a dish with bresaola, and bresaola is the cured meat from a cow.
Yeah.
And there was some goat cheese that we used to make in house, that we used to steam, so making a souffle. And there was some sliced green apple. It was very simple. But one day I decided, let me try. I don't like the green apple just like that because it's very sour.
some salt.
I put some salt on it. And the way that
Well,
thing
wow,
changed.
eh?
But the thing is, what we do, it's I don't know.
It wowed me.
But I don't know. If
Crazy.
it's I don't know
That's
if
the
it's an
best.
Italian thing, but the Cypriots and the Greeks,
Yeah.
mate, I was trained to put salt on cucumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we do it.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Of course,
Yeah,
you have
we-
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people see it.
Some
And they're
people,
like,
yeah, they
"What are you doing? Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
Salt with cucumber's beautiful.
But that's why. See, that's why we love halloumi so much because
Yeah,
it's the salt.
salt.
Yeah.
We tried that on that night.
I think
But
I-
it's not
you know
weird,
why I
that's just a
think?
combo, we do it. It's
Yeah, but for me it was weird.
So I think Greek, Italian. We are from peninsulas
Yes, of
and
course.
in islands.
Of
So
course.
what happens is we are so surrounded by marine salt
of course.
that when we introduce into our body, I think it's very connected to it.
Yeah, of course.
It
So
is.
when I've written my first book, it's called Just in Case. I've written about alimentation, so nutritious, and identify that.
Can-
doesn't
Sorry to
matter.
cut you off. Can people get this book?
Yes, on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. There
What's
you
it
go.
called?
Just in Case.
Just
we-
in case,
we
guys.
adver-
Just in
We
case, Amazon.
advertised a book for Rob that Rob wrote on
Yeah.
Amazon. So
What we'll do next
we
week,
can
when
do
you
the
come
same
next
for you,
week,
mate.
we'll advertise everything. Like,
No
let us
we
know
can do the
what.
same for you.
So that's a first book, and that book in the last of well, I think is the 10th or 11th chapter, speaks about food, and everybody says that everybody needs to be vegan, everybody needs to be carnivore, everybody needs to be omnivore, but I really struggle with that idea because
Yeah.
what about one from Greenland, okay,
Exactly.
that evolved eating raw fish during summer
Exactly.
and fermented and preserved
Yeah, yeah.
vegetables during
It's like
winter.
they've said, like people on the shores in an Asian country that they grew up, because they have to eat a dead whale carcass. Or
Absolutely,
something,
absolutely. So alimentation is also in our DNA.
Yeah.
Whatever satisfies you or actually nourishes you is different from what nourishes me. Of course, the Mediterranean Sea, it's very similar,
Yeah, of course.
but it will never be efficient for a diet from Thailand, for
No,
example, because it's
No,
completely different
different, yeah.
climate,
Of course.
completely
Of course.
different food sources.
Of course, yeah.
So Amanda says,
Yeah.
KP, read my comments. So I'm just going to go back and I've got a few comments out.
She's upset.
Giuseppe, you need to open a paninoteca.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That was
There
my
you go.
dream.
Wait, what's that?
Always
A
his
sandwich
dream.
house.
A sandwich house. There
Oh
you go.
man, yes, what we
Which
should
in
do.
Italy we have so many.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I used
There's
to
not-
make
they haven't got
chili
that here, have
jam.
they?
No, doesn't exist.
Why don't you do it?
You can go to a shop in Italy and have there's probably 27, 30 kind of burgers with different breads, different ingredients, and beers on top of every kind of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you
man,
know how
that's what I miss.
You know, you're saying those things don't exist here. That's
Yeah.
like what me and Jess say to my dad. I was like, if he was younger, I would make him open a restaurant now that sold gubebia.
Yeah.
And a traditional, because where
But
is
would it work?
it might not work.
Exactly.
But
Business
like
is
in
business.
Melbourne, they've got a Greek
Yeah.
sweet house, right?
Yeah.
That makes all Greek sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
have any here.
No. Oh, yeah, we do.
Pasadena.
We've got Galimnos.
Yeah, but not.
No, come to
Pasadena. Yeah, we
Pasadena.
do. Yeah, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
Galimnos, but
yeah,
they're
but it's
yeah.
like whereas, and people see it and they love it. And I go, man, I have this and it's on my shelf at home. My dad just makes it.
Yeah, no, but like for someone that's not from
I
there,
know.
it's
That's what I'm saying.
good
Yeah.
that they have that.
All right, so I'll read a couple of these.
Yeah.
Cheese and tomato sandwich is top tier sandwich, Chris. There you go.
Absolutely.
Someone's agree with you.
100%.
Yanni's saying thanks everyone for the happy birthday wishes. The stronger the cheese, the better, Jess. Because Jess said to Reeves she would try the what was that
Halloumi.
combination? He said,
Halloumi
I think
and
he
fruit.
said I used to make chili, jam, and cheese toasties.
Yeah.
And he's saying the stronger the cheese, the better. He reckons.
Mm-hmm.
You had a mango sprinkled with chili, don't at me reckons.
Yeah, that's
which
alright.
is wild. Salt on tomatoes as well. Yeah, or salt on
Oh.
all those fruits is the
Yeah.
best. That's
Salt
how
in dessert.
You you have to.
You should increase it, not just a pinch.
Well, what's
Be
salted?
more than a pinch.
Look at it now. It's like people are saying it's like it's only come about now. What's salted caramel? It's like
Yeah.
salted sweet. You
Yeah.
know, it's. Oh my God, sandwich house, great idea, Jess is
You should
saying.
open one up like because it's an Italian thing. The Italians are
Athelstan,
Yeah, but they old generations.
Yeah, they are.
Paninoteca in
No,
is
they-
my generation.
Now there's young ones.
They
there.
They
Italians
would not
are
understand
Italians,
it.
no?
They would not
The
understand.
young ones
yeah.
don't.
Just the young ones. not the
Amanda
old
But
said-
you don't have to call it that. Just Italian sandwich house.
Amanda
But-
says 5% cut for her. 'Cause I said-
5% cut.
We can work on it.
Nico's Sandwich Deli in Melbourne.
I'll be
they
there
have
every day.
8 items on their menu, and it's the best looking sandwich, Jess says. So Nico's Sandwich Deli in Melbourne, there's only 8 items.
Well, when you asked me what kind of pizzeria we want, I
Yeah.
said, why limit it on just wood oven? Why
Yeah.
not electric?
yeah,
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 100%.
exactly.
Conventional, professional oven, and make different pizzas. You
See,
don't
when
have
I
to-
went to the most famous pizza bar in New York,
Yeah.
it's called Joe's Pizza.
Yeah.
And the old man, Joe, I saw him,
Yeah.
which is probably Giuseppe.
Yeah.
He's there, and there's only 3 pizzas on the menu.
Yeah.
Margarita, I think pepperoni, and cheese.
Yeah.
And it's
Isn't cheese?
like the lineup.
Yeah, because they're good.
Yeah, it's, oh,
And people don't care if there's only 3 flavors. Those
That's
3
right.
flavors are like the best.
No, they go there for the brand.
well,
the
it
brand.
They're
cost-
for the name.
The
it cost-
name.
'cause it
That's
wasn't
why
the
it's
best
so
pizza.
important to build your
Because I had
brand.
it, I had
100%.
it, and it wasn't the best pizza.
Yeah.
But it got such a reputation.
Have you ever read the book from the Nike owner?
No,
No, haven't.
Shoe Dog. Read it.
there you go.
You understand brand.
There you go. Of
It's
course.
so
Well, we're trying to build the HFD
Well,
brand.
that's
aren't we?
like I said. It wasn't the best pizza, but I
No.
get it. It's got this reputation. You know, he's been
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I
yeah.
brought it for me.
Yeah,
You know, like Giuseppe
That's
saying,
why,
it's-
Yeah.
you know what, a good idea would be for you guys to go this summer in Glenelg, do a live show there, sitting down, just open, start.
yeah,
Just go
and just go.
somewhere
We
there.
need 5G.
yeah. We
Why
got 5G.
5G?
We got 5G. That means the 5G.
Oh,
the phone.
5G. I thought
Oh, we
5G.
don't have to record. We don't have to go live. We can just do a
Camera,
record it.
record it.
Yeah, yeah.
Interview people there, give them something for free every time. Maybe buy some of these t-shirts. they
Street
have.
street talk with Jimmy T would be good.
Oh my God! My nursing home is currently hiring a chef. You interested, Giuseppe?
Nah,
I knew you were going to say no because
nah.
you said
I
no
worked
about
for a
the-
school once,
Yeah,
and it was the worst.
because he said no about the
Episode
Italian
of my
national
life.
team, so I knew he was going to say no.
What?
He said no about the Italian national soccer team, so I knew.
No, but probably it's better to cook for the ancients.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they will appreciate more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can cook for old people. They
Oh,
like
yeah.
my food.
Pasadena would be pretty cool to work out though. Well, how
Yeah,
nice
it's
is it?
alright. It's
It's-
alright.
you know
They're all
what?
the
I-
same, man.
You know what?
If you are ambitious and you want to have your own and you want to be someone, Nothing is perfect. Nothing
So
is enough.
if
Yeah, true.
someone comes to Pasadena Foodland,
Yeah, just ask
do they see
Giuseppe.
you or do they
Yes,
got to ask for
absolutely.
you?
No, I'm usually at the front.
Are you at the front?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I
I
want
like
to
Jess
come
loves
there
it.
now.
Jess loves it.
Oh, you know, I took people that I'm friends with from Perth there.
So I work there from Sunday to Thursday.
Yeah,
I'm off Friday and
I got
Saturday.
I got
Okay.
people that I took there from Perth.
Yeah.
They got nothing like that over
No,
there, and
no.
they
No, well,
freaked
they
out.
got,
There's nothing like that in the whole
it got
world.
voted the best
It's
supermarket
like
in the world.
unbelievable,
2
man.
years in a row or something.
It's amazing, man.
2016, 2017.
The only other supermarket I've been to that is anything like that, I'm gonna tell it's a franchise, but it was in New York.
Whole Foods. Yeah, that's
It's
the only
the
one.
only other place I've been to.
You know that's
that
from
is-
Amazon now.
Yeah,
Where's
Amazon
that?
bought it.
it's in New York. It's everywhere. But you
Oh,
go
okay.
there and there's all you can eat bits. There's all.
Yeah.
I went there. There's a donut like this, Chris.
Yeah.
I looked at. I put it up to my torso. And I'm going, what the fuck?
That's wild.
But it's the only place.
Those are marketing.
Yeah, I know, but it's the only place to me
yeah,
that's comparable to
absolutely.
Pasadena and
Absolutely.
Fruitville. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so you knew it straight away when I was going to
Absolutely.
say it.
Whole Foods. Yeah.
It's the only place that's comparable to Whole
Yeah.
Foods.
And
I think we got a bit of spam.
Jess got rid of him like that. She was onto it. Jess, our moderator. is
We got a
onto
moderator in
getting
there.
rid of his
Already?
spam.
Yeah.
what happened? What did he say? They tried to sell something.
Hot
Oh,
girl,
they just
hot
come
girl.
in and they do stuff advertising some
Yeah,
stupid
I
shit.
hate it.
Amanda goes,
We don't normally
geez.
get it.
Amanda goes, geez, you're quick. We did it at the same time. And Jess is cracking up laughing. So,
I love it that your girls
Jess-
are actually on it. I love it. It's
Yeah,
wonderful.
they're the moderators.
and Amanda said, Jess and I are the only hot ones allowed here. There you go.
We had a few Karens join a few months ago, but they've gone now. They got scared away.
And Jess
What?
is laughing.
A few
Oh,
Karens.
they come in. Their names were, what were their names? Something Karen. And they
like, you know
they
what,
come in,
you know what a Karen
Oh,
is?
Yeah, yeah.
they
Like-
were.
I got it now.
They wanted us, no, but their names were something Karen, like
Yeah.
Beth, I think it was. And
Beth and
they wanted us to, they kept coming on and bugging us to talk about NRL.
not Beth. Yeah, Beth and something else.
National Rabbit League.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Chris doesn't mind the state of origin in that,
Yeah.
but I was
I like
admitting
it,
to
yeah.
him, I was saying, listen, I don't know anything about this
Yeah.
game. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
There's people that love it and
Yes.
will fight for that game,
Yeah.
but there's people
I
that
told him
I
to
don't
say-
know anything about
Giuseppe,
rugby.
Yeah.
I said this, and I said this to Chris's friend. A sport where you got to pass the ball backwards to go forwards doesn't make sense to me. See, he gets
I
it.
think
He
look,
gets it.
when you
know what I mean?
but when you watch it, it's actually
Yeah,
strategic.
but
Like
the
you don't
thing
know how to
is,
get
you've gotta
through.
Pass it back to go forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can only run.
Exactly, makes
It's,
sense.
they're very tough though.
Oh, of course.
I would not take a fight with
I
anyone.
don't take anything away from the athleticism, the physicality.
Yeah,
I think soccer could learn a lot in
Probably.
from rugby and
The only
AFL.
thing, see, the thing is, you see, like rugby. Remember that rugby player Falau was the best rugby player in the world.
he couldn't play AFL.
Yeah, do you know what? And I was explaining this to you. In rugby, you're looking at what's there.
Yeah, that's it.
In soccer and AFL,
It's around
it's
AFL
360 degrees.
You need
Yeah,
to be
Harry.
aware of everything.
Yeah, that's
once
right.
people were doing that to me, he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
He quit and he
Come and
I think you
yeah.
need to be faster mentally in those sports.
yeah,
You
of
do.
course.
In rugby, you only need to
Because
check
you're worried about
180
what's in front of you.
degrees.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Nobody will come from behind.
No way.
No, no, it's
Never.
not.
Well, they do,
But it's not.
but only when you pass them.
That's right. Not like soccer.
Yeah, only when you
and-
pass them. Yeah,
that's
correct.
right. So it's not like soccer and football where
Yeah, it's a very
That's
straight
right.
line. I like rugby though, but I went to a rugby game, and the hits were awesome.
oh, Jess is
Lovely.
laughing. Jess saying she's going. They were super annoying. What was that song they were obsessed with? Well, they kept calling it
yeah.
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke, that's right.
Robin Thicke.
Robin
That-
Thicke. And then Robin Thicke actually came in.
Reborn says, KP, you should go play rugby. Do you know I played rugby in school
Yeah,
because I was just lightning quick
yeah,
and I was actually good at it
yeah.
because no one could catch me.
Yeah.
I just used to go.
I used to be good
I
at
don't
rugby
like-
because I used to have the.
There's
I
only
was
one
solid.
sport. Every other sport was born from one sport, which is soccer.
I
That's
agree.
it.
But you know what I used to do? Just
Not tennis though. Tennis,
it's a ball.
yeah, true, but it didn't come from soccer. Though.
I used
Yeah,
to
they started
play-
using a racket
Mate,
instead
do
of
you know
the
they reckon
You
that,
reckon?
do you know they reckon the Brazilians
What?
used to play soccer tennis before tennis was around.
Oh, really?
for sure. They're so good.
That's what they reckon they used to do.
It'd be cool to do like a history lesson on football.
You know what I used to do? I used to go play every sport, Giuseppe, in school,
Yeah.
just to get out of class.
Yeah,
And I admit it.
Yeah.
But I was good at them all.
yeah.
But I only
Very
loved.
athletic.
But I only loved playing soccer.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good.
I went to play the AFL with the boys, and we had a guy there who used to play AFL. He was trying to give me a sponsor, and I used to say to him, "I just came here to get out of class."
He won last year. He won best Ferris for the whole league
Yeah,
He did.
soccer
in soccer.
Really? Are you still playing?
Yeah.
For what team?
for LA Cobras.
Okay, so that's how you know John Falidis?
It is how I know John.
He won the Champions League, the league last year,
He
didn't he?
did. John's got a bit. Doesn't like me.
Oh, really?
Because you're a hothead?
No. He, my dad is the founder of that club,
The one that is...
Adelaide Cobras, that he was at.
okay.
And when he got the sack, he, listen, they were dead bottom, and he blamed people. He didn't take it well.
Okay.
And listen, I've got nothing against John. I've known John went to Dawes Road. I've known him since I was young.
Was it what year?
He was Chris's age.
Oh, right.
And he made some decisions, and I was captain at the time, and I voiced my opinion on it, and he didn't like it.
Yeah,
And we had a bit of a falling out.
Mm.
But I see him, I talk to him. I got
yeah.
nothing else because I've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He's a nice guy. He's
Well, yeah, he still plays.
Yeah, I
and he
still
won the whole league. The best player, whole league.
Well done.
Last year, not this year.
MVP.
yeah, that's my name.
This year, you were still up.
I won the Golden Boot again this year.
Oh, this year you won
Okay.
Golden
How
Boot.
many goals?
We played 18 games. This year I scored 16 goals.
Wow.
Wow.
And last year was 18 games. I scored, but last year I was 18 games. I scored 24 goals.
So, okay, now, soccer question, and then I need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll finish up.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it. So, did you... So, you didn't want to score a goal, of course.
Yes.
But isn't your team is very important for you to score goals?
Yeah, to a degree, yeah. But a goal scorer, I believe this, and Rob was saying it the other day because Rob was my coach that actually
Okay.
got me invited overseas. That's how
Okay,
I know him.
yeah.
A goal scorer will score goals in any league
Okay.
because they've got to,
They know where to be.
as long as the ball comes to them.
Yeah.
That's right. So the team is important.
Yeah.
But then there is players, like you said, like our team is very around where we let the strikers sort of do the work.
Okay.
So we
So
can
move around. a
create
lot.
our own goals, get the ball, do our own.
What are you more of a...
I'm more of a get the ball at my feet type of have the ball at my feet and have the ball. I want the ball.
Okay. So are you showing your back more...
I do it.
Disconnected?
He doesn't need to be connected anyway.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Yeah,
We're gonna finish there anyway.
showing the back. I'm
Are you
very
more
good at
back
it.
against the post,
I'm
or-
very good at it,
Yeah.
but I'm very good at going in behind as well.
Okay.
Because I was very quick. I mean, I'm a bit older now, but
Yeah.
37.
So you
now,
find the
but-
space
but
behind the
still,
defender.
my first, even at 37, my first
Yeah.
20 yards will still be the quickest in the team because I know I've trained myself
Yeah.
to make that my game now.
Yeah.
You know, whereas I can bang quick, but I'm very good at holding
Well,
it.
foot,
Yeah.
right or left?
But, right, but both.
Okay.
Definitely both.
Yeah.
Because when Rob coached me, Rob didn't want a player in his team that couldn't kick
Was a
with both.
technical coach.
He didn't want a player that couldn't kick with both feet.
Okay.
That's his Dutch side coming
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, he was actually having go at players on the World Cup there.
Oh, he does. He says.
Yeah,
it.
he was saying, why couldn't he use his left?
How can you be getting? Rob will say, how are you
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
100,000 pounds a week and you can't use your opposite foot?
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
And
It's
Rob,
it's the coaching.
Rob would say to us, he'd give us a golf ball.
Yeah.
Go home and kick this against the wall, so you can practice. Because little.
Yeah.
Far out.
He was, and that's when I got invited overseas with Rob as my coach.
Yeah.
He wrote the player profile for me, everything.
He's a
Wow.
nice guy.
He's
You'll
a great
meet him
coach.
one day.
Real good coach. Because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
coached me at junior level.
Yeah.
Rob has a knack. There's different coaches at different levels that are excellent.
Yeah.
Rob had a really good knack
Yeah.
of getting down to a younger person's level.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was real good at junior level.
Okay.
Whereas when I was at a senior coach, I had a senior coach. I don't know obviously how much you know about, but I had a guy that he played for the Socceroos, Chris Trejanovsky. He was the best coach, senior coach I ever had. He was, and because he was a striker, he taught me things that I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, about where to aim and
Yeah.
you know, just because he
There's
was.
everything, huh?
Yeah, he was.
He's good.
We should have another podcast with talking about soccer.
Oh, we can
Absolutely.
anytime,
I love it.
anytime.
Well, you should.
He taught me this, Chris. So he played for Socceroos. Chris, he was played for Australia.
Yeah.
And I remember him saying to me, I was finishing at training and I was scoring, and he goes to me, "It's not in the corner enough." He goes to me, "It's in the corner." He goes, "But not enough."
Oh,
He
really?
goes, "You got to aim for the post." He goes, "Because not even Messi," he goes, "is good enough." He goes, "Aim for the post to hit the post." He goes, "It'll come off and it'll go in."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, it's true." And I started, and it's like you score every fucking time.
Wow.
But it's just these little things that they know. You know, he got coached by Terry Venables. He was.
I was never really good at soccer, but I was good at not bad at footy.
Yeah.
And I used to do wrestling.
I think any soccer player could play footy.
I agree. Well,
And I think
we'll tell him the
if
story
they
about
start being a bit more technical as well, like I was happy to see the Crows game because there was a guy in the midfield that was so smart.
There was a
the
guy.
Italian last name.
Oh,
Italian last name.
Gallucci?
Raffaele.
Gallucci?
Nah, long hair. I think he had a.
Oh, that's the new guy.
I think he had
the young boy.
Yeah.
The new guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there
wow,
was this
wow.
guy back in the day.
Oh,
I don't
what's his
know
name?
how old many previous players. You know, there
I
was a
don't know
Crows
anybody.
player called.
Pritchard?
There was a Crow Riscatelli, wasn't it? Something or something.
Yeah,
There was
probably.
a Crows player called Andrew McLeod,
Okay.
and we used to play an international rules tournament of Gaelic.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it on Saturday. He used to go over
It
there,
was good.
and the Europeans used to say, "He's the best football player here, and he's the best soccer player here." He was amazing.
Wow.
He could kick both feet. The guy was a freak.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Just
Like-
talented.
He didn't win Brownlows, though, but he was good.
He should have. He got robbed of a Brownlow, and
He
he
probably
won
did.
the Norm Smith 2 years in a row.
Yeah, he was a good player.
Yeah.
He was a good
Oh,
player.
he was a freak.
I'd say that's it.
That's it.
He was a good player, man.
That's it. You said about the football. We used to play the football team at school at both sports,
Okay.
and we would kick their ass at football, and then we'd beat them 15-0 at soccer. Because it's true. You're right. It's a fact.
If you're good at soccer, you can do it.
It's right.
That's right.
But there's more athleticism into
Josh
Yeah.
Rochelle.
Rochelle.
That's
Wow.
the one.
Wow, that guy, he tricked so many. You can see just body language. That's
Yeah,
enough
he's
to
good.
make it more fun.
Oh, yeah,
And
of
not
course.
many do.
Nah.
Not many
No,
do.
he's a good player.
Jess is trying to talk me up, man. She goes, "KP's a beast at soccer, but it doesn't say it. He wins multiple awards yearly." She's giving me credit. You know, that's
She's
my,
a good
that's my
partner.
partner.
I think Amanda's
Yeah.
playing out the
That's my
Crows, which is
baby.
good.
A smart player who played for the Crows, Amanda's saying.
With an
Hey,
eyeglass.
come on.
With an
Tony
eyeglass.
Modra, huh? Come on.
Well,
Yeah, see,
Let's not talk about Tony
No,
Modra
you
again
know,
and blow up the
I'm
internet.
upset, you know why? Because the last time I met someone from overseas,
Let's not blow up the
we
internet,
asked him
man.
who Tony Modra was, and you know what he said?
What?
He goes, "Who's Tony Modra?" And you know what we said to him? Because I said the same to Giuseppe. I can't believe they let you in Adelaide without knowing who Tony Modra is.
That's true.
Oh, well, there you go.
Anyway, Giuseppe, it's been really good having you, man.
been
and
amazing.
thank
had
you.
a great time.
What
Well,
was
just
better,
before we go-
Giuseppe or the sourdough?
Oh, Sourdough was pretty
I
good.
put him on the spot, see that?
Yes, I know.
Sourdough was pretty good.
Good.
He made it, so he's got to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. You're the master now. It was really good.
Philosophical, huh?
That's right.
Look,
Without him, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
before we go, big giveaway next week.
That's it.
Wednesday night. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah, we'll do it Wednesday. Let's
Wednesday
do it.
night, guys. Big giveaway. Giuseppe's coming back with the giveaway. He's giving away five loaves.
5 weeks. of
5
break.
weeks, so a loaf a week.
5 weeks. 5 weeks of bread. We're gonna announce it on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and we'll have a different topic. I don't know what it's gonna be.
So follow the Instagram, HFD
Yeah.
HFD Media.
Instagram, so you can see how to participate.
We'll have,
Yeah.
since Giuseppe's, lived in, so many places and that, we'll have a different topic and we'll just be talking about anything. But that will be
Yeah.
our giveaway that week.
Yeah.
We'll
Absolutely.
have a new topic next week and we'll talk about whatever.
Yeah. If you got any suggestions, let us know.
That's it. We'll
So-
have something and we'll talk about it.
That's it, guys. But yeah, thanks for coming. Don't forget, guys.
Healthy
if you
Nasty
ha-
Kitchen.
If you haven't checked them out yet, youtube.com/@nastykitchen. Awesome channel. You learn a lot about sourdough and stuff. So make sure you check them out. Give them a subscribe. That's great.
Beautiful.
And make sure you subscribe to us as well, guys, because we are the best podcast in the world.
Yes.
If I can find this team, I gotta clean this out.
That's what makes it genuine.
That's right.
Oh no, we got
Oh, you got people laughing at us, man.
there isn't.
What are you looking for?
Here we go. Because this mouth is so sensitive.
Reborn says, "Cheers, G-Man. Cheers, guys. Take it easy, everyone."
Subscribe, guys.
Thank you,
subscribe.
See ya.
Thank you so much, Giuseppe. What an awesome podcast, Amanda says.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you.
thanks for coming,
My
man.
pleasure.
And we'll see you next week.
Thank you
Bye-bye,
for having
HFD.
me.
And guys, also check out our Discord, guys.
That's right. Join the Discord.
Join the
You know, we'll
Discord.
go live.
Join the Discord. All right, guys. All the best. Stay hunky.
See ya.
Take it easy.